Good evening, friends. Welcome back to Boston Bluebeat. Tonight, it is the finale, Season 3 of Burst Limit here at the channel. We got the last players standing, 12 of them exactly, for Burst Limit Season 3 Finals. My name is Clage. I'm here with the venerable Ryudo. How you doing, man?
Doing absolutely fantastic. As you called it out, this is the finals of the freaking Burst Limit. This is, if people have been tuning in week after week after week, of course you've had your favorite players in there and everything like that, but now this is just culminated down, just, simmering the sauce until it's been reduced to the finest, most flavorful players out there. And you all get to sit here with me and watch the games. Yeah, Clage, I'm having a great time.
Oh, yeah. Now, it's going to be some good stuff. We have some really, really good plus R on deck for you tonight. So if you're new around or you haven't been watching the whole season, basically the TLDR version of it, we have had weekly brackets for a little over 2 months now. Players have accumulated points, come and gone, and these are the final 12 who were able to accumulate enough to punch their ticket into this final. And we have some cash money dollars on the line for these players, as well as some Matcherino codes. Those will be posted up in the chat regularly. Please check those out. Claim those. That is free money for the players. Really helps out the channel, helps out everybody involved. So be sure to mash the Matcherino button if you get a chance. But yeah, we're have some bangers and matches up for you, and a lot of character diversity in this too. We got a pretty good spread.
That's actually a really shocking thing, right? You would think like, okay, Plus R's been out for so many years. Players have kind of gotten down to the point. It's like, okay, well, these 5 characters are really strong. You're going to be seeing them in the finals of every tournament. And yeah, week over week, if you did tune into Boston Bluebeat, you would see okay, you're used to seeing your Milias. You're used to seeing, in this case, actually, your Souls and everything like that. But now it's kind of being spread a little bit more of okay, these are players that may have not gotten to cross each other nearly as much. We were talking a little bit about earlier, but our first match will be Gdom versus Aathama, which will be a Cliff versus Kai. And I think it was kind of put out there. It's I don't think I've seen these two play, at least in a tournament setting minimum.
Yeah, exactly. We're going to get character matchups that you'll see if you watch enough Plus R. That's the the wonderful part about this game. There are 25 characters, and they're all viable. There is no unplayable tournament character in Plus R. It's just a matter of how tall of a mountain do you want to climb for your attempt to come out on top of a bracket. But we got some players that you would not often see playing one another. So that's kind of the cool part about this weekly series. It's brought a lot of players into the fray, and we've got a bunch of different, we got a lot of regions covered in NA years. So you're going to see some new matchups, some new player tendencies. And of course, the fun part is, especially for us as commentators, getting into a match and then spending that first 30 seconds going, all right, do these two play each other on quick match all the time and we're immediately going to go to layer 7? Or is this, we got to feel each other out, I got to know what you're doing kind of deal? So
Right. And I think kind of a funny thing when you're saying that is should I go to layer 7 or stuff like that? How deep in a lasagna do I go? Gdom does start at layer 7.
Yeah,
to see what he can get away with from the get-go. And I feel Aathama is okay, let me parse it out a little bit. But once Aathama gets there, Aathama is the most confident player when it comes to using Kai's buttons, and that's going to be needed in this matchup.
Yeah, so this is an interesting matchup because one of Cliff's only real struggles is if he can't actually get to you. Some of his conversions either require meter for the really juicy stuff at max range, or he has to at least get you in the corner, start the mix, all that good stuff. And Kai is notably good at forcing you out, but there's a little bit of an issue, and that's that Cliff is really good at getting around Kai's buttons by just having better versions of them. But right now, Aathama off to a really nice start with the full conversion, crossover. All right, let's cash out the damage. I like that. Just go up, put up the start. That's a really good tech there against Wake Up Dodge.
Yeah.
But dodges, it's still going to be there.
Yeah, and that's just one big thing that Aathama's super good at. Likes using a lot of the JD and everything like that. Kind of sets up and just backs away, buys as much time as possible, and then kind of gets you off guard once they have you blocking, and then uses the force break as well. Yeah. Yo, sick.
Yeah, good start for Aathama. Yeah, really smart. Got the life lead, didn't overextend, kept it pretty simple. So Aathama off to a 1-0 lead. And everything, as far as I know, standard issues here, we're doing 2 out of 3 until our finals, and we'll jump to 3 out of 5. And the whole damage. Yeah. But one of the very few matchups where Kai gets to do actual plus R damage.
Right. And that's Aathama special. Like I kind of mentioned a little bit earlier. Plays a little bit more cautious, a little bit more safe, but once kind of realizes oh, I can actually play my game for real, is so optimal in converting off of stuff that is terrifying. It's so scary to get hit ever by Aathama.
Okay, the empty air dash into throw. Oh, he's going for the stun, all right. Forward punch. Yep. He'll follow us up. Yep. Empty throw. Oh, it's so hard to deal with. You don't want to push a button against Cliff empty jumping at you like that.
Right. It's so freaking terrifying.
All right, good dead angle. That was smart. Waited for a chance. Goes for the green circle. Oh, yep.
Okay. Could have been worse. Could have been worse.
Yeah, could have been worse. That Cliff Far S, it has like no recovery frames, man. It's just active and then it's done. It's quite silly.
Yeah, and the hitbox ain't even out there either to actually like burst it. It's a mess of a move right there. But you know, Gdom has been doing a really good job like making sure that option is extremely terrifying. And so Aathama is going between staying far out. Yeah, that was sick.
Nice.
But going far out and jumping back in like afterwards. So it's really hard for Gdom to place the far slashes as much. And I'm really liking that movement from Aathama.
Yeah, something we didn't get to mention there while we were breaking everything down, when Gdom got that counter hit jumping dust, Aathama had already put out a star. That prevented Gdom from air dashing, continuing that combo. He probably could have gone into the force break air to continue that combo from there and might have been able to kill. So that star being out literally saved Aathama the game right there.
Right. And it's just like, they do have very, very good character awareness, I think. You know, seeing a star out there from Aathama and seeing Gdom using the dash, the low-profile dash to go under a lot of the stun edges and everything. It's just like, okay, that's working out super well, and just the awareness is so good. And, ooh, can't get the full conversion, though, unfortunately. Yeah.
Nice call out on the FRC on Nape's saddle. Also earlier, great defensive sequence from Aathama baiting out both the dodge and the burst. But now Gdom's got the corner back. Ooh, baits the dead angle a little too far out. All right, we're out of the corner. That's a start.
Yep, go back to like the poke game and everything like that. But has the corner back here again, so just gonna throw that out there and just keep pressuring and just, as we talked about earlier, far slash cannot be placed because of the weird, oh my god! That was a Persona 4 arena combo. Oh my days.
The hitbox is going not where you want him to if you're happy with it. Like, I like the play there. Just jump heavy, curls around. Why does every button that starts with heavy with Cliff hit 360 degrees? Why is everything a no scope with this character?
This dude's been playing, you know, Call of Duty and Fortnite for years out here. I mean, he's old.
Nice burst bait there. No punish, but that does leave it gone. And with Gdom with a one-game lead, that's big. Aathama's not going to get his burst back anytime soon.
Yeah, so I think we're going to see a little bit more of that passive play from Aathama as much as possible because you don't want to make that wrong mistake. Getting the slow push towards the corner there. Ooh, nice. The hit confirmed.
I like that. Take your life lead setup. No reason to approach without protection.
Right, get your helmet on. Make sure you're staying safe out here. Yeah, you see that Gdom's really trying to like parse out like when to dash and everything like that. And Aathama's just doing such a good job just like changing up the timing that Gdom's just running straight into it.
Use the FRC just to close. Wow.
Ooh. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. That is a borderline checkmate situation once you get there. Like, you basically have to IB into Ride the Lightning and hope it wasn't one of the times Cliff chose to FRC. Like, with no meter there, you can't just hold FD. You're not going to get out in time to negate all that chip damage. And if you push Cliff all the way out, then what? You let him set up Kanji or just zone you out with Far S. Like, kind of had to try and bet something there. Tried to jump out. Far S catches it. So we go 1-1.
Yeah, we're starting to see some of those Nate style challenges a little bit more here. I think Gdom's starting to feel themselves a little bit more and actually reacting to like, okay, I'm going to set, you know, sort of charge stun edge from the air. Cool. I'm going to dash in under it and actually stay in close to you. And I think that's working out well for Gdom. Now we see Gdom owning the corner here.
Green Sever. Nice dash out to get away from the cross up. Smart. Good awareness there from Gdom. Gets rid of one Kanji. I like that. Just stall everything out. Stun edge. All right. Oh, just too high for the full continuation. Gdom's getting the timing of those stun edges now, so Aathama might have to adjust the game plan on zoning with projectiles at this point.
Yeah. Gdom's really waiting for it. And kind of
okay,
realized, like,
nice.
By my time.
That was smart.
That was so good.
Yep.
Prevents the approach, gets to confirm.
Yeah, really good. I like that. Uses the startup because Force Break Stun Edge looks identical to the startup of any other Stun Edge. Yeah. So Gdom saw that, was in close range, was like, oh, cool, I'm just going to dash under that. No, that's a big old force field ball right in front of your face.
Yeah, you know, go ahead and run to it. That's fine by me. Like, invite yourself in.
Yeah, I mean, one of Kai's strongest use of meter because it deters. A lot of characters have answers for Kai doing strings into stun edge, so that's kind of the hey, no, it's not your turn. Nice.
Ooh, yeah. Now that doing the other side of it here is like, okay, I'm going to use a charge stun edge, and now I'm going to punish you for it. But this is going to be huge damage on Gdom's side. Will we have Okazeme?
Yep. Yep. Knockdown. Aathama does have burst back down quite a bit. Okay, opposite dead angle instead. Not a bad choice. I'm glad to see a dead angle as opposed to a burst there. You have a game to give, no reason to try and bet a hero burst there if you don't think you're going to get out of the corner. Yeah,
absolutely. And just really trying to play that good pace game. And I even like the tech jump to not even get into the same position there. So, Aathama is playing a very, very smart, like, quote-unquote, active defensive game. And I'm really enjoying that a lot.
Yeah, and we are final round already. We got here quick because we're playing plus R. That's what happens.
Right, and Cliff is here too, so we got damage as well.
Right.
Ooh, Riley's force break. I assume
Creed's. I assume it was Creed's. Yeah, not enough iframes to get through that. Yep, has to burst. Right now, Gdom's got a pretty comfortable life lead, but when you're Cliff, you're never that comfortable because of the defense of this character. So,
gets over it.
That was smart, but he's got to have to FD some chip here.
Yeah.
It gets caught.
Has to FD here.
Yeah, it just ran out of resources, ran out of meter. So Gdom going to take that 2-1 really back and forth. That's a preview of the whole night. Buckle up, everybody.
Yeah, that was just so clean from both players. Like, just the adaptability from both players. I know how to disrespect you from both ends as well. Just really kind of crafted his own story amidst the matchup. And they probably grew as players like way beyond in the future just from that alone to say, okay, now I realize where the true weaknesses are. Here's what I need to build up for the next time that I realize I'm going to go against a Cliff or a Kai player.
Yeah, and that's the difficult part about that matchup for Kai particularly is Kai's usually looking to do one of two things. Just blatantly hold you out with a combination of buttons and projectiles, or just frustrate you by going, I'm going to create the wall of buttons and call it good. The problem is that that's really hard to do against Cliff with just buttons. So he's kind of forced into using those projectiles, but unfortunately, Cliff is the size of a small footstool and just walks under your projectiles for fun. Which makes it a really challenging matchup for Kai. So that was really good back and forth. Really smart decision spacing by Aathama, but Gdom able to close it out there in the end. So up next, we're gonna have May versus Dizzy, Jack versus Soup. This is kind of a weird matchup because May has obvious holes in her game in plus R, but if she hits you, it still really hurts, like a lot. And Dizzy is not exactly a character known for her defensive stability, as it were.
Right. And JackWatcher, once again, I hate to kind of repeat the same verse as the first, is the kind of player who just goes off. Layer 7 straight from the get-go. But I would say Jack is probably like one of the best players in May who are really good at opening players up. Just really likes to circumvent the mental game and just really lets you open yourself up. But Soup is staying airborne and trying not to even have to deal with that.
I like that early burst. Just like, nope, I'm all I need to do is get enough room. All right, overhead kiss, hit.
All right, so part 1 begins here. What do we have for part 2? Oh, tries to do it again. We're great backdash from Soup. That is Soup to go, baby.
Yeah. That is something you have to do against May. You have to know that very few overhead kiss setups are actually very tight, but you have to watch for it because it's a weird delayed grab that doesn't have a lot of animation tells to it. Yeah, there's the classic. How many dolphins can I charge at once? The answer is all of them.
Right, exactly. And I think we're starting to see that game plan here where it's like, okay, now that I'm starting like, showing you how many dolphins I'm going to throw at you, I'm not afraid of doing overhead kiss as my first mix-up and everything like that. Super has to really play like a defensive game in terms of just throwing out projectiles and making sure that they stay way the hell out.
Yeah, really smart there to do the meaty ice spike on that setup because, look, if you ever played any competent May whatsoever and you are not expecting the jump, you are not playing a competent May.
No. Something went horribly wrong there. They got some labbing to do.
Yeah, like even. Oh, okay.
Oh, that's just gun.
That's stun.
Oh my god.
OTG. Wow. Yeah, went for it. If that combo is that way, it's definitely gonna stun. Dizzy's stun modifier is all real bad.
Yeah. It's in the name, honestly. It's right on the tin.
Literally, it truly is. A long running XX joke. All right, we're down to a final round here in game 1. Nice call out. And this is not where you want to be against Dizzy. Yep.
Ooh,
smart.
Beautiful.
That was so smart.
That was so good. Holy crap, Soup.
That was brilliant. So if you've never tried to scare down May's spinning anchor, the horizontal spinning anchor super, that thing just has infinite hyper armor. So Soup smartly let the fish eat the first hit, and while the hit stun was going off, the one thing that super isn't is throw invulnerable. So just gripped Jack out of it. That was incredibly smart. That's not easy to do. The hit stops between those hits are not big, by the way.
Yeah, and the even scary thing is after that, we kind of missed over a little bit. Soup got the lowest to ground air grab I've ever seen in confirmed authentic post in the match too. It's like Soup is on something right now.
Yeah, of course, Dizzy always a character. Nice backdash out of the jump set. Really smart. First. Yeah, that's rough. That's not where you want to be. Yep, calls it out with the ice pick again. Okay. A little room to breathe for Jack. Yep. Why play defense when your fish will do it for you?
Exactly. That is the front line runner right now, protecting Soup with everything that these fish have right now. So we're back in the corner game, like you said. The damage that comes from May is absolutely insane.
Soup does have to burst, gets hit. Oh, God, wow, Jack runs it all the way. Am I the only one that feels like that Soup hit like 30 confirms there and then still died?
Yeah, Jack, once again, is very good at just hitting you, and you don't always realize how much work it's actually doing on, like, a per hit basis. Kind of like almost a Faust game, where you're like, oh, I got the hit, like, 3 times. Oh, wow, they're all JHs, and they did 1 billion damage.
Yeah, where'd my health bar go?
Yeah. Oh, my
God, the stun. Going for it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Got
100%.
Yep. Good recognition.
Yeah, JackWatcher loves the capability of insta-killing because, once again, really likes to play on your mental expectations, and any damage that Jack can do to that, Jack's going to take it 100% of the time.
Yeah, and that is a big important change that happened in Plus R is you can actually look at the portrait, and if you see it flashing red, you know how close someone is to stun. Before that, you could kind of guesstimate, if you're a character like Pod or Jam, you know what to do, but having that makes it a lot easier to get those insta-kill setups. You start looking, it's like, if this hit stuns, I immediately break the combo, activate IK, finish the round. So that was really good awareness by Jack.
Oh, that was a very today I learned thing because I'm a filthy tenor. My mouth is agape right now. Like, oh my God, that wasn't a thing before? Holy crap.
Yeah, no, that you did not used to have any indication of when someone was about to get stunned, other than, counter hit gigantic.
Right, yeah. And then there was a counter hit earlier from JackWatcher on one of the Dolphins, too, and kind of kept the pressure on so far. So Soup might be still holding a little bit back, but after this confirmed, no longer.
Drop the reset. Okay. I have to pause it, yeah. Jack tried to get a little too cheeky with just the blatant run-up overhead kiss.
Yeah, Jack's still trying to get in. Jack's a force to be reckoned with, just an unstoppable force, but, for better or for worse, actually, because Soup is using that fish to just kind of defend themselves and keep their options open.
Yeah, you're playing that more kind of hybrid, like, screen pollution runaway style with Dizzy in this matchup because you don't particularly want to be near May because you don't want to get in a scramble situation. This is not the character you want to play scrambles with. You just want to kind of pick your spots. If you get a chance to set up the good Oki or the good pressure, you take it. Nice backdash through the forward punch. That takes guts.
That's bonkers, yeah.
Yeah. Good. Yep. Bubble zoning looking good. Knockdown.
No more meter on Jack's side because of that super usage.
Good challenge here, though. Yeah, good challenge. Forces the first. Bubble up top. Yep.
Yeah. Soup just did a really good job of always putting an option above their head because they realize that Jack likes to instant air dash in as much as possible and go for the JH, J2H, JS, whatever it is to get in with, and just consistently Jack ran into it. Soup was hyper aware of the anti-play against May and will be moving on. Very well deserved.
Yeah, very nice. Again, another good back and forth. And as a non-Dizzy player, like if I, had jumping 2S, it's the only button I would hit. Like,
Why use mini button when few button do trick?
Yeah, like just once I wish I could travel back in time, not to do anything useful or valiant, just to sit in the design room with Patch. He'd be like, so, bro, can you tell me why this is air throw invulnerable? Because I need an explanation.
Yeah, I'm not saying you should stop necessarily. I just need answers, all right? Look, this is going to be very useful for, like, the next 25 years.
Right. Yeah, good stuff. Good adjustments on both areas. That's one of those matchups, like, Dizzy has all the tools you could want to fight a character like May. It's just that you're fighting one of the best characters for getting practical stuns in the game outside of, like, Cliff.
Right.
And you are playing the character that gets stunned for fun. Like,
right, yeah.
So you really, really got to pick your spots and not overextend. And the couple times where it's like, Soup's like, okay, I have some room. I'm just gonna set some stuff up, and then all of a sudden you get caught by the anchor. You're like, oh no.
Yeah. As we even talked about earlier, Jack just kept air dashing in. So if there was even a modicum of time that, Soup was like, okay, I've conditioned this person to not air dash at me. Jack is still air dashing anyway. And that's actually the biggest power of Jack as a player, honestly. You can't condition them. And with May, who gets, all the reward off of like a successful air dash in or whatever. Absolute powerhouse. I love that about Jack's play, even if it doesn't always work.
Yeah, no, that is one of the, if you ask a lot of players, they will tell you that they will often have more trouble with a quote-unquote non-fundamental player if they can't be conditioned, because it just, sometimes it's really hard to go, nah, I'll just keep accounting for this one thing because they're going to keep doing it. Because in your mind, you start getting to like the rule of 3, and you're like, okay, surely this time, surely this time the dog with the shock collar is not going to step over the boundary, and then 2 seconds later...
And we even saw it earlier today. I don't know if you got to see some of the clips on the Twitter or whatnot, but with the whole Daigo throwing, I think his name is Veggie, the Zangief player in the corner like 6 times in a row. And then the reversal level 3 came out and Daigo jumped it. It's like, surely Daigo, one of the best fighting game players ever, will not throw me for a 5th time.
Right.
And just people are up in arms about that sort of stuff. It's like the moment that you're up in arms about like, well, I would have done this, you actually lost at that point.
yeah, 100%. It's something, when I've coached people or gotten people into Guilty Gear or just taught them general fighting game stuff, like I tell people about like, use your litmus test. Find something that people struggle with. They show you they can't beat it. You don't stop. You don't fix their defense for them. Like make them do it.
Exactly. And that's something I've had to pass on as well.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I just read Joe Biden's name.
All right, that's good.
That's really good. All
respect.
All right. Cancel the tournament. We have the winner.
Right. Hey, legit, my game of the year so far. So I'm down with this.
Ooh, all right. I've been eyeballing it. It's usually not my kind of game. I didn't really enjoy the Dark Souls when I tried it for the first time. I'm like,
yeah.
Okay, but people making it look pretty fun. I'm kind of interested.
Yeah, no, super good. Easy recommend for me. But we got, man, are these two really playing like this early? How did we get here?
Well, actually, let me give it a full explanation here. So as you mentioned earlier, this is a finale of all the points that were earned in the tournaments leading up to this point. Blitz has played in every single one and has a lot of points. Yeah. Joe Biden showed up once, won, never came back until now. So Joe Biden's not very high on the seeding. So thus a match like this can happen in round 2.
Love to see it. I'm glad we have Boston Blue Beat and a couple places that still do these long series Ranbat style organized tournaments, because these were always fun. You used to see this stuff at Mikado and Acho all the time, where you'd have weekly tournaments and then, a seasonal finale kind of thing. And it's good to see this kind of thing coming out, because you get stuff like this where it's like, if you ask people 2 of the favorites in this finale, they're probably going to say these 2. Most guesses. So to have this be an early, like, round 1 match makes it real interesting, because someone's going to have to cry out losers real fast.
No, that's right. And right now, Lies of Chip, God damn it, is crawling out from the corner here after taking that first loss against Blitz, which was very, very commanding the entire way. Barely got to play, and every Blitz mix up pretty much just hit.
Yeah, this is such an interesting matchup, because it's like, it's the 2 fastest characters in the game. They're the most mobile. They have the most escape options in terms of just being in neutral and changing their position. And so this often just turns into who scrambles the best, because you're going to have to confirm some random oddball hits and get the most out of it, and then try and run your Oki. But you have some weird caveats to deal with. Chip does have one of the better reversals in this game in Force Break Beta Blade. Who doesn't confirm there? That is out. All right, FRC Teleport.
Yeah, I mean, while Chip does have a great reversal, Blitz is probably one of the players who's most used to dealing with like reversal situations and just setting up everything, because it's so experienced. Mostly notably against like Jason Wright, who I believe could not make it to this event, unfortunately, despite having the points. But, Blitz is absolutely mentally ready to deal with that sort of stuff, too.
Yeah. Yeah, and any good Milia knows, like, you don't just get to run Oki on the entire cast. You have to account for, some good reversals in this game, just a couple here and there.
Yeah,
Nice
oh
air
my
grab.
god. Oh my god, and block the gold burst too here. Ooh, this is going to be a little bit more difficult if Chip can't get to the ground.
Wow.
Back turn as well. Let's go, Blitz, the ultimate conversion maker.
Also, just the patience to delay that crouching heavy until JoeBiden is completely out of air options. They're just like, you got nowhere left to go now, bucko. Like,
Yeah.
you're gonna land on this. I hope you FD.
Yeah,
then,
welcome to the asshole zone, population me.
just not quite enough, but the air dash in. All right, Blitz takes game one. That was just super smart. Like, the temptation, especially as a character like Million, is like, oh, I can chase you, but chasing Chip, I don't care how fast you are. Chasing Chip is catching the fly with chopsticks, man. Like, that's
Right.
that's a tall order. So Blitz is like, what if I just waited until you have nowhere to go but gravity?
Right. What if I do the Venus flytrap style and I let the fly come to me?
Right? So yeah, really smart, gets the full conversion. So Blitz up 1-0. We'll see how Joe adjusts here. Hairpin down. Joe opts to go in, let him get the hairpin back. Sometimes the temptation is definitely real if you see hairpin get thrown off screen to just go, no, you come to me now. Like,
Yeah.
we're just not going to deal with that. But at the same time, you have to account for negative penalty and other things. You can only be so passive. Again, it's one of the brilliant systems of those years. Like, you can be passive, but how long do you want to? Because negative penalty is not something you want to deal with in this game.
Oh,
Meter
absolutely.
is real important.
Yeah, it's everything. It's all your cheeky options. It's all your reversal options. Really good reversal options. It's cancels. You really don't want to be left without that. And it's just, oh my god. Once again here, gonna get a full conversion here, knock back to the corner here with as much damage as possible. Yeah.
Oh, I wonder if that was supposed to be Rush Shaker.
Maybe, but I also think Blitz was probably trying to bait out, like, okay, you see the screw up, roll back in, and you saw, like, it stayed close to Blitz a little bit. And I've seen Blitz do stuff like that too.
Yeah, not sure if he figured the combo degradation was going to make Rush Shaker drop, and was just like, all right, let's just reset back into Super Guard. Yeah, the classic shot. Nothing feels worse than when you finally convince yourself, like, I'm not going to do something stupid against discs, and then Milia runs at you and yoinks you out of it.
Right.
It's like, oh, right, that's another layer of the mix-up. Well,
Yeah.
do it again.
Oh my god, and there it is. Like we said, the bait on DP. Blitz is still ready for that. The timing is perfect, completely whiffs, doesn't get much off of it, but all right.
Speaking of using meter, I was about to say, Chip really likes it because, this character has a force break of every single damn move in his entire kit.
This dude is burning meter like cocaine. I mean, that's why he's the crack ninja, I suppose.
Okay. All right. Staying alive. Still in there. I like Blitz just throwing out for. Wow. Wow. What a Tekken moment. Just like, I'm not pushing a button. Well, I'm not pushing a button.
Yeah. You do it first.
That is so, you don't see that in Guilty Gear often because, well, we got 0 frame throws in this game. So, like, just kind of sitting there like, who wants to be Greedo? Who's going to shoot first here, bucko?
Yeah. And yet, nonetheless, Blitz, no problems, no worries, takes out the gun, makes it happen, and takes it 2-0 over JoeBiden. Going to be moving
pretty
into
clean, all things considered. Really, just kind of maintain control, and that's how that matchup with two Pixie-like characters that both have very oppressive but in different ways. Oki, and it's just like if someone gets the momentum, it can be really hard to take it back.
Absolutely, but Blitz is very good about knowing where fake gaps are, jumping back out of it, and immediately making an option and committing to it so fast that once you realize that the gap was reacted to, they're already half a screen away and maybe air dashing back at you because they have good air mobility with that third air dash. So just really good play there. But now we have gravyjones versus ChemicalJade, and ChemicalJade has definitely been the poster child of BostonBluebeat, has been getting so good week over week, even taking matches off folks like Jason Riot and Blitz.
First one of these I commentated, T5 was telling me about her and how she's been one of the most rapidly improving players. And it shows, a lot of times when newer players pick up or if you switch to you're basically, signing up for a year, 2 years of you might play okay, but you're going to make execution mistakes.
Yeah.
Jade, every time I see her, it seems like any straight confirmed just turns into the full deal, knockdown and all of it. So.
So
right now,
hopefully,
pretty even. Gravy Jones, a little bit of wiggle room here. Does the Ghost out. Ghost's a pretty solid summon against Eno. Like, they're really good at controlling the kind of space she wants to be mobile in, but gets caught on the low. Might be enough here.
yeah, at least if we can get
Not
like a knockdown.
quite.
Oh yeah, but still ready for the 6P on pawn landing. Once again, the fly trap strikes once more.
Yeah, 100%. All right, we have Sword out. That's like most characters, you don't really want to see Sword pop out because it just. What if I just occupied that middle space dead zone that Eno notably has? That's a real pain to work around. Wow. All right.
Dog
I see you.
saving the day.
I see. As a commentator, I'm like, man, that was crazy, and as a player, I'm like, delete that guy.
Yeah, why does it happen? Oh my gosh.
Just don't show up on my wake up, man. I knocked you down. That's not how this works.
Right. Why do you get a? Why does mom let you have 2 bursts?
Yeah, 2 bursts and a reversal.
and the puppy for Dartsmiths.
Right.
Oh, that's huge though. All right, can we get the knockdown here? We're gonna see one more mix-up from Jade, and it's gonna be hecked up.
Oh, nice bait. Smart. Super smart. Did not go for a chemical love there because didn't need it. Just do RS. It's incredibly active. It recovers incredibly fast. Easy dead angle bait. Because, you know, in that situation, you have to be like, they're going to look to dead angle. There's no reason they wouldn't.
Yeah, 100%.
Really smart read. Just keep it simple. Make it easy to bait. All right, speaking of bait. Missing your burst into the dog sandwich is not where you want to be in life. So Jade might have to hold this for a good while because Eno has one legit reversal and it requires meter. And right now,
no meter, no burst. Gets the dog again, even after the Super 2. There's just nothing you could do. This is just a zap around. But Jade's gonna try to fight back, but
does earn the burst out of it. Even if you don't win the round, that's a big win to be pinned down for the whole round. You get your opponent to commit a burst just to maintain. You take that is a small victory, but it's a victory nonetheless. But the real victory is that Gravy Jones stuff went up and did too.
Right.
That's
like if ChemicalJade get that first hit, his corner once more, avoid the sword once, might be able to do it again. Yeah. Gravy Jones is going to be in pain down. Oh, and it begins here. Baits it on a second time on the dead angle.
Oh, next sword. Punish that? Yep, there you go. That's one of those weird moves with a lot of block stun on it that makes it feel harder to punish than it really is.
All right, tries to use the ACPR again there. Banana comes out. You're not going to run into it quite yet. Yeah, just waiting for it to go away before even dashing. I like that.
That was really smart. Just use the ghost, pop the note, move on. Okay.
Oh, yeah. This
Rouse
is
out.
Chip City, if not Kill City. Yeah.
Not dead yet. Yeah. I don't mind.
Correct response.
Yeah, I don't mind that. You know you can't wait it out at that point. You don't got the meter to FD. Gravy Jones has super on deck. Rao super is one of the best chip damage moves in the entire game by quite a margin. So you might as well throw a Hail Mary, see if you get hooked up. Nothing really to lose at that point. Otherwise, you're just sitting in a checkmate situation.
Yeah, exactly. And so really good stuff from ChemicalJade trying to keep the pressure on here, but I think Gravy Jones is just so good at setting up any summon that's on the field. Maybe not always the best at converting here and there, but just sets it up so well and so confidently that it's really, really hard to make it past the full defense.
Yeah, and that's what makes Zappa so good in this game, right? Like, he doesn't chunk your damage until you get into the super fancy dog combos or, counter hit sword starters are all right, but they're not what you would call hellacious plus R damage. It's just this character gets to run oppressive, safe offense constantly. Yeah. While also having some of the best, maneuverability in the game because of that just obscene backdash and 27 different low profile moves.
Yeah.
Ooh, baits. Okay, Rao DP whiff. That's
rare. I don't think I've ever seen that before.
Yeah, I know, right?
I'm trying to think about it. I didn't know what that even looked like.
I'm just like, wow, actually Kornobiru can whiff and that can whiff? I did not think this was allowed.
Yeah, the future's beautiful.
Right?
All right, so we're seeing a lot of backdashing here from Gravy Jones. Just kind of put themselves in the corner to try to buy more time for the goes. And I know ChemicalJade is trying to play a little bit more patiently, but this is the time you finally got to strike.
Yeah, because, Zappa basically has a second backdash. Just, nope, I'm out of here. But if you backdash 3 times in a row, you are essentially on negative penalty warning. And so when you see your opponent do that, you kind of got to chase a little bit. You need to at least threaten the idea that they're going to have to hold something because you want to force them into possibly taking that negative penalty.
Yeah, exactly. Especially with someone like Zappa. It's like any option you can take away from Zappa, the better.
Yes, absolutely. All right, the dog's out, the sandwich is in. Got those confirms, looking good. Yep. Reset.
Alright, one more from the super here. Knock down here and see what we can get for the...
Yep.
Try to bait it out.
Honestly, honestly, Ghost not a bad thing in the corner there. A lot easier to just control this screen real estate. And right now, Gravyjones is dominating position.
Yeah, this is really hard. ChemicalJade can't really go anywhere. Gonna stay out of the range of burst as much as possible. This just gets harder and harder from here, unfortunately. Yeah.
Doggo's out. Doggo's gone, but yep. Now you got to hold all. Gravyjones gets a chill from here. Yep. Oh, okay.
All right. Step one.
Yep.
All right. Now Gravyjones is now playing with the food here.
Yep. Oh, okay. Rao's gonna be gone.
I'm waiting for the super to come out here for Gravyjones, but
this is scary. Okay, wow, doesn't make that dead angle though. And now the Ghost at full screen. Oh no, got jump. Yep, that got spicy real fast.
I was kind of hoping that Gravyjones would pay for that, but hey.
And like. It's like, I get it. No, you don't need to overextend. You don't need to do anything cute there. Like, no reason to run up and put yourself in Eno range when you got Rao buttons on deck. But then you get too passive and your opponent's like, oh, I got nothing left to lose. Let's party. Like,
yeah. I have some free time.
And, Zappa gets knocked down in the corner against Eno with no meter. That's not great. Like, yes, Zappa has a reversal, but it's not one of the better DPs in the games in terms of being reversal, and a character like Eno has a lot of ways to bait it. But the big thing there is those times that Eno got pinned down in the corner, even with Ghosts. It's just like that is one of those times where Eno's unique movement options actually work against her because you don't have an easy way out because you can't just jump and air dash super quickly. You can't just dash forward because a hover dash ain't gonna do you much against Ghosts. And then, your other options are things like Stroke, which have startup, and if the Zappa player is paying attention at all, you're probably going to get stuffed for your trouble.
Right. It's just like, there's just kind of no real way to go. You have all these weird movement options, and I think ChemicalJade did a pretty good job of like trying to just jump out of the corner normally and then see if dive became an available option. But 9 times out of 10, by that point, Gravyjones is already like jumping as well, moving out of the way. Got hit by it earlier on and just said, no, never again. I'm just summoning Ghosts from the air.
Yeah, absolutely. And while we're waiting for our next match here, we still got Matcherino codes sitting out there. Go smash those, get those claimed.
Yeah, that's a button you all can press.
Yeah.
Safely.
Costs nothing. Literally nothing. You are creating free money for the players who are giving you prime entertainment this evening. So go get all those codes claimed. Let's get some people paid tonight.
Please, out of all the events to actually pull out the Matcherino codes and complete them, this is a final test for everyone here. Make that happen. Let me see a big 0 by the end of the tournament here. We're getting into it right now. We're still sticking on the winner's side here with Blitz versus Gdom, and on the other side will be Paddle versus Gravyjones. So get those codes in. Tell people we're actually doing this. Retweet stuff, share stuff. Make sure that this remains as one of the coolest events possible, so they do it again next season.
Absolutely. So yeah, this is an interesting matchup. Cliff buttons can give Milia fits, and Milia has to make concessions on Oki to deal with dodge. But this is also one of those matchups where Milia's like, oh, I get to do real damage. That's sick.
Yeah.
Like, even those basic combos do a lot. And the big thing, like, if you've been watching Plus R the last 2.5 years, you have seen the meteoric rise of Cliff, courtesy of the top Cliff players, labbing out the literal war crimes that have come to life in this video game. But the vice to virtue is that now everyone and their dog is like, I gotta lab Cliff counters. I gotta lab how to fight this character because it's gonna make me sad if I don't. And so, Blitz has those modified Okis on deck. It's just, can you avoid those counter hits with the big butter knife? Because if not, Milia has a bad time.
Yeah, I feel like that Blitz has kind of run into like Cliff players like throughout like the few weeks of Boston Blue Beat and like that, and just I feel like Blitz has just gotten so actually good at the matchup here and there that it's like okay, it just makes it hard for like a Cliff player to knowledge check their way into victory. Oh no, you got so lucky. But yeah, and it just week over week I just see Blitz like setting up everything a little bit more carefully, a little bit more cautiously, and just seems to be playing it so cleanly now.
Yeah. Really smart. Gdom on the verge of stun. There it is. Quick. She finishes off easy and quick 2-0 there. Yeah, it's been interesting to watch people adapt to the Cliff game and figure out, okay, what works? What can I actually get away with? What do I have to concede more regularly? And it's challenging. It's something that, frankly, I've played Guilty Gear for a long time. I have never seen a character go from just like, yeah, this character has stuff, but whatever, you just deal with it. They're really straightforward. You know, a stance that was there for almost a decade, you know?
Yeah.
Kind of like Cliff exist, he'll rob you now and again, but otherwise he's kind of butt. And now everyone and their dog has to feel the horror of the next time T5 or Hano tweets or DMs you on Discord like, yo, look at this sick shit I found. And it's
oh
like,
my god, yeah.
Please stop. Please. We are begging you.
I'm waking up in the morning, got my cup of coffee, and then there's a message from T5. I was like,
Meanwhile, Blitz is like, what good character? I play one of the best characters in the game and have since the outset.
Hey, five head.
And this is one of those things, like, I tell people all the time, I sparred with AKA for years. I'm very, very used to seeing Milia do Milia things. And one of the things that you really have to learn about Milia, the first thing everybody thinks about is like, oh my god, this character's so fast, the Oki is unblockable, kind of, you know, you can't react. But the thing that a lot of people take a while to realize about Milia bullies you. She bullies speed and air buttons that are really hard to contest for a lot of characters. And you see Blitz do this a lot where he'll break off an Oki situation or just dash back because he's not, it's like, I don't care if I can see the space. I'm going to get back to you. It is a guarantee I will get back to you.
Right. And just makes the most use of like a lot of the multiple air dashes and whatnot, the back and forth, kind of like, you know, trick the opponent a little bit. And pins in like the most like clever places, I feel like. And I'm always a little bit shocked where Blitz decides to pin. Good stuff from Gdom though, using the float.
Yeah, good adjustment. Gdom, look, let's be real. Gdom was kind of getting mollywopped there for a minute. And hold it back now, so we got to round 3 of the second game here to see if Gdom can force us to a game 3. Right, so that's that button you got to lean on in this matchup. Amelia's on the ground. She does not like dealing with someone who has her sweep, but it's better and faster.
Yeah, and if you could get her knocked down in any way, shape, or form, then you can actually run your Okazumi on her, and she will bleed. So hopefully Gdom can get there. Ooh! Actually, in the corner. Blitz is so smart.
God, man, Gdom didn't recognize the close S starter there. That literally could have been death. Build up enough meter for the FRC. That could have been real scary. The double overhead. All right. Let's see Blitz.
All right, yeah, now we have this. First on the Gdom side. Let's see if Gdom's able to use it, but nice sweep here. Yeah, there it is. Oh, no! I'm not sure if that's what Gdom wanted to charge that 6H, but it does come out nonetheless.
I wonder if that was going to be H bellowing roar FRC. Like, just try and control the air dash space and hope you clip her as she goes up to try and get back in.
Right.
Might have missed her reversal and then bam, hairpin. So it would have been dicey if that would have caught Milia in the first place, but I can get the mindset. It's like, if you snipe her with this, she goes to the corner, and even though you probably don't get a full conversion out of it, you're going to have her one hit away from stun.
Right.
So I can see the mindset. That's my guess. Either that or you went for the biggest brain read of all time.
Yeah. It's like, you're going to go back, and you're going to use Secret Garden from just far enough range for me to use 6H from right here, and who knows, maybe Gdom was that far ahead of the game.
If that would have played out, I would have had to literally get my jaw surgically reattached because I would have sat there and
Oh my gosh.
We really just flipping the Chicago deep dish upside down and eating the crust first.
Oh my. Sorry.
Layers? What layers?
What layers? But still, good stuff to Gdom. Gdom's actually been like playing these week over week.
Yeah.
I would say probably within the last, like, honest, like, 2 or 3 Boston Blue Beats has really started to kind of come around in understanding Cliff a lot better, optimizing the play and everything like that, and with, like, I guess the almost resurgence in North Carolina to play around with the community out there and everything like that. I say out there, I'm here now, so
awesome.
Has been just a huge growth period for Gdom, and Gdom is taking every opportunity to play as much as possible.
That's what you do. Fighting games are about your investment. You don't have to be the most talented. You don't even have to be the smartest player. But if you're willing to put in the time and just play and learn, even if it's little bits at a time, it goes a long way. You're seeing that. You're seeing that all throughout this first limit season. You've seen players literally grow and improve throughout the week to week, and it's really fun to watch.
Yeah, absolutely. And another one that's fun to watch right here is we got Paddle on the Soul right now, facing off against gravyjones, we saw a little bit earlier here. And I feel like that, yeah, Paddle is definitely the kind of player who's not going to let you move away from them very easily. And we're seeing that immediately.
Yeah, Soul, Paddle more of that kind of older Soul style. Like, there's calculation, but there's also like, no, I'm going to let things rip. I am playing Soul bad guy. Like, I want to punch you. That is my jit. That's what I do.
And doing a really good job of like taking care of things like the dog and whatnot. We saw a 5K earlier, anti-air on the dog, which is really weird to say, but just had that.
All right. gravyjones earns the burst there. That's not insignificant given the life lead here. All right, gets in. Oh, no knockdown. No, that's unfortunate. Not able to summon.
Yeah. Ooh, but counter DP on the 5K run up there. So that was really, really good. And now maybe Gravy just can keep it locked down enough. Oh, he tried. Paddle tried so hard to use the Riot Stamp to bait out the burst, but actually too fast.
Yeah. But does recover there. Gets round one. All right. RS pretty good there. Just poke out. Ooh, tried to Grand Viper into the boat. Goes not quite fast enough. All right, base DP. Yep, punish.
Double J ace there, gets knocked down again by the plants. And yeah, gravyjones is really starting to like really incorporate that movement, make sure that, you know, there's no quick DP coming out there, switching sides and whatnot to make sure that the input does get screwed up. So that's very, very good awareness for Gravy.
Yeah. All right, in the corner, it's gonna hurt. Woof. Soul damage is real, friends.
God, I'm bleeding from that one.
Every time I get hit by Soul, it doesn't matter what started. I'm like, ouchie, that hurted a lot.
Yeah. Can I have a rebate on some of that life, please?
Yeah, right. Where's my Ragna, you know?
Yeah,
life?
yeah.
I need some of that. Right, sword doing sword things, but Paddle gets back in, dead angle out. Nice, runs up, gets the orbs afterwards. Right stamp. And, yep. Trying to chip out the sword. Oh, didn't go the right way. Does it again.
Ooh,
nice.
gold burst on it.
I like that because Paddle has all the meter in the world. You don't want to deal with which of the 5 billion Grand Viper hits is going to get Roman canceled into the run up, and then you hold the minutes. Is it going to be wild throw? Is it going to be sit there and dare you to mash? Like, that's not a fun situation. So the gold burst there really smart. Yeah,
that was very, very good for gravyjones. Might hurt a little bit here in this matchup here, but it might be okay with right now because gravyjones is kind of getting everything that they need right now, and they're doing a great job controlling their summons too, that they aren't being killed as fast.
Yeah. Or like there, I like that. Uses the dog to approach, knows, okay, if dog gets hit, that's fine, I'm still in. But now we get sidewindered. Oh, doesn't get the corner knockdown though. That's kind of unfortunate. One of the things Zappa doesn't have that's amazing is getting out of the corner, because that backdash loses some value when there's not space to go with it.
Right. That's a really good point there too.
Woo, that was spicy burst. Gets away with it. Okay, wow, nice sword anti there.
Yeah.
Oh, jabs out of it, and that's gonna do it. Paddle takes game one.
Yeah, Paddle's doing a very, very good job of landing right next to gravyjones and immediately pressing something to make sure that gravyjones does not get to escape the situation as much. And really also likes the Riot Stamp situation. Even when there's no burst on the table, did it anyway. Maybe just kind of like reset the situation. I'm not sure exactly, but it's like it's working out so well to just kind of stay in against gravyjones.
Yeah, I think a lot of the mindset is that Zappa covers such annoying spaces with things like Far S and Ghosts are out. They cover very specific screen real estate. Sword, the same thing. So Paddle kind of going with those unorthodox movement options, you know, Riot Stamp, Bandit Bringer, to just like, you know what, my risk reward on this is pretty great, because even if you full punish it, Zappa without Rao does not do amazing damage to you unless, again, he can do the big showstopper dog, you know, borderline infinites. So with the amount of damage that Paddle's going to do if any of these, like that. Thank you, Paddle, for proving my point. Perfect. I love it. Man, I love it when the players make the commentators look good. That's
right, yeah. Oh, man. You should do that more often, everybody. Just keep winning all your matches, like, all the time.
Yeah. Make my job easier. All about it. I'm here for it. It's Sunday, man. I'm here to cruise and watch Guilty Gear. Paddle, yeah. Paddle up.
Oh, wow.
This set. Oh!
I don't...
Right? Wild throw, maybe a frame early?
That didn't feel too early, but it missed, and you can't low profile it, so...
No. Despite where the width grab is, you cannot low profile while the God I do.
Right. Yeah, same. So true. But the damage is going to be really high here. Doesn't get the knockdown exactly, but, trying to wait for the burst. Has been baiting out every dead angle from gravyjones as well.
Out. Yep, that's not going to get under that. All right, goes for the burst.
Ooh.
Paddle wanted to end it right then and there. Doesn't get it. And now, gravyjones has a full burst. Paddle's going to have to wait for a good while. If this match draws out, he could get it back. Again, trying those unorthodox movement options, but I like gravyjones did not send a single ghost. He's just like, nope, cover it all. He's going to do something.
Right. This soul has moved every single opportunity possible. Let me just not make that a problem. Make it a non-issue here. Right now we find ourselves in the corner.
Burst. Yeah, gonna have to hold this mix. Grip.
Doesn't even grab Zap.
Yeah,
That's so funny.
By the power of magnetism.
Yeah. Tager's back, baby.
Right. Dead angle. Wow, that was smart. Dead angle right into the dog setup. Now, nice patience there from Paddle. Does dead angle out. Ghosts go out.
Nice 5K on the other side here. Gotta get a full confirm as well. Oh, it does lose corner, unfortunately.
Oh,
dog is saving the day again.
Up, puppy flip. And the thing is, you have to guess, if the dog is not actively doing a move, it just doesn't have a hitbox. It's not like Little Eddie where you can just swat it away. So, a little dicey here. Oh, ghost back out. Okay.
Yep, gonna force a burst here soon, most likely. Let's see if he just tries to run up and do a gold burst. Oh, just throws anyway. gravyjones' throw capabilities are so good in Plus R.
Yeah, kind of a thing you have to learn as Zappa because people are gonna panic, especially when ghosts or dog are on the screen or even sword. People are like, no, I gotta get off the ground. This is not where I want to be. So like, you kind and Zappa doesn't exactly have dominant air buttons. That is not a strong part of Zappa's game, but Zappa does have a very good air throw. Just like everyone, his has solid range, so it's how you cover that one weak spot in your game plan with certain summons. gravyjones showing he knows how to hold that weak spot down. So we're going to a third game.
Coming to the corner again here. There's no burst on gravyjones' side, and we have a lot of meteor on Paddle's side. Yeah, burst, absolutely. 100% a good choice there. Keeps the corner as well. Has a lot of meteor to play without with. Just have to watch out for that super here in a second. And or dead angle. Does it again. Blocks it.
Bates have no punish that guard gauge. You are dead, sir.
That's a lot more hits.
I was about to say before gravyjones got that air throw, I'm like, that guard gauge is getting a little chunky there. You don't. Nice call out in 5K.
Ooh. In fact, returns the favor of that DP in turn, so Jarvan is able to get going.
All right, dog gets swatted this time. Here 5K. Yep, we take those.
Right, no 50 meter yet. So
wow, nice.
But that was so good.
Yeah, wow. Called out that he was not going to FRC Gunflame inside, just air dash out. Another air throw, yep. Nice RC for the full confirm, get some space. Yep, nice use of the sword thrust. Get in. Okay, burst.
Air throw as well. Gonna do a little bit of damage, turn off the OTG for a second. Air throws again.
gravyjones has found a sweet spot here. He's kind of getting a feel for where Paddle wants to move. Do it again. What do we say? Why would you stop?
Yeah, exactly. You keep showing the option until the opponent shows that they can deal with it. And so far, I think this is like the biggest weakness I've seen of Paddle, period, in all of Boston Blue Beat.
Sword is doing sword things right now. This is not fun to block, y'all. It's really not. It's really not. And that's just a zap around, and it just happened to happen on final round of a set, which makes it feel extra bad. But gravyjones, nice recovery there after that first game.
Yeah. We even saw a little bit earlier in the chat that gravyjones was sitting there just like, hey, look, Yeah, Zappa's just BS. Like, not even gonna like sugarcoat it, not even as a joke, just kind of nod and say, yeah, that's the character I play. It's just gear. Like,
Yeah.
not sorry, it's just gear.
Hey, look, you're playing plus R. If you didn't understand that you signed up for violence, then we can't help you. Like,
Right.
You saw the sign on the door and you still bought a ticket. Like, buckle up.
Yeah, you got from the scalpers on the street where they're trying to sell it for like any amount possible. You got like 99 cents, and you're gonna go in and be like, this game is cheap in some ways. It's like, you could do a lot worse, I promise you.
That's why we love it. It's not fun if it's not busted, man.
Exactly. And
But
actually,
yeah.
with the victory of gravyjones, that will solidify our winners finals side match between Blitz and gravyjones, which is a match I don't actually ironically see often on here, I feel like.
Yeah, oddly enough, you don't see a ton of Milia Zappa for whatever reason. And in fairness, they're at this point both kind of specialist characters. Like, Milia obviously does similar things she's done throughout the XX series, but her character-specific combos, especially in this version, require a lot more demand. And you got to be able to convert a lot of weird stray hits. And Zappa's kind of the same thing. Like, yeah, sword is busted. It's gnarly. Dog can be really gnarly, but if the Zappa player doesn't have situational awareness and understands all their options all the time, which, by the way, you were learning the options of effectively like 5 different characters with slightly smaller movesets. So unless you can actually put that to action, it's not that hard to roll over a Zappa or Amelia who just kind of does the base bone things, and you're like, oh, okay, cool, you're not doing the grimy stuff. I'll live. I'll
Right.
live too.
Right, I'm not scared of you anymore. You know, we got Kevin from Home Alone just yelling, "I'm not afraid of you anymore," and that has a lot of effect when you have to play that match. Because it's like, cool, the other player now has to overextend their options, and when you overextend your option in Guild Gear, it's very obvious that you are doing something basically, for lack of a better word, really freaking dumb, and that gets sniffed out so fast and so painfully in this game.
Yeah.
So it's just like, you just have to play tightly. You have to know what's going to come next.
Yeah, I think we saw that in that set. gravyjones just like, you are literally just going to air force your way in. We weren't seeing Paddle use a lot of like Gunflame FRC to try and brute force in on the ground. It's just like, what if I just air throw at every option? Like, jump H, jump P are incredible buttons, but air throw laughs in the face of all those moves because it's air throw, man. It don't care.
It's so freaking good. Oh my gosh.
All right.
So next up here, we have NuclearCheese versus JoeBiden or Liza Chip. I can't decide what name I want to go with because it's so freaking good, which will be Soul versus Chip.
Right.
And I want to say that, NuclearCheese beat JackWatcher in losers round 1, 2-0.
Okay.
And JoeBiden beat Peter, usually a Johnny player, but still a very good player, 2-0 as well. And I would never have said that was a 2-0 thing. So
No. All right. Otis sounds like he's gotten warmed up, is what you're telling me. So, going in. So, Soul Chip, a classic if there ever was one. Like, Chip has everything you need to avoid this character, and the second he doesn't, he disappears off the planet.
Exactly. And the most fearsome thing about NuclearCheese is, we talked about a little bit earlier, unconditional players. NuclearCheese is definitely along that line and just plays super strongly and is really good at capitalizing damage and odd situations, I would say.
Yeah, one of those soul players that's like, they're going to test your sanity. Like, It's weird because the line between just straight up I am Kusuro and calculated aggression is razor thin, but the soul players that walk it are some of the most difficult to deal with. The ones that can make it look like they're just another like rabid dog out to do anything and everything at all times. And then you find out midway through the set, you're like, oh no, you're using your brain. That's not allowed. What? This is unfair.
Right. And we're seeing a lot of that right now here. We saw the burst come out, instantly goes into a light DP just to see where, if there's going to be an actual reaction follow-up and stuff like that. And that's the kind of stuff that will slow a player down like JoeBiden because they can't run in.
Did you just grab through Vulcan?
This is the video game of all time.
Every time I think I've seen everything in the XX series, I just get reminded that I know literally nothing.
Yeah, we're always starting from scratch out here.
I am actually back in kindergarten.
Started over. All right, where's Big Bird? Teach me the ABCs. Come on now.
Right. Nice. We're 1-1. JoeBiden, nice adjustments there. Played that. Just kind of like Chip really is like death by 1,000 paper cuts the way Joe plays him. But if Joe hits the juicy starters, he's one of the few that will actually hit the really gross Chip combos. But that's the thing with this character. Is arguably the single hardest character to pilot in Plus R. Like your APM, the type of combos that are his. Oh, not that time. He's like, all right, you wanna phase through a DP? Let's see you do it twice.
Yeah. But yeah, like you say, like the reward for being able to navigate and use a character like Chip, like to the maximum capacity, is very like reminiscent, like Fox from like Smash Bros. Melee, where it's like, yeah, controlling this character is going to be very, very hard, very, very intensive. You're doing a lot of stuff at any given time, but once you get there, it's fantastic. You get so much control over every little nuance of the game.
Yeah, there is no situation that Chip does not have some answer to. There are situations he'd rather not deal with, but this is not a character where you can just single out like, oh, okay, this is how I kill this character. How you kill this character is you better cash out your damage when you get it.
Right.
Sometimes that's going to be few and far between. And then you have to deal with a lot of a character that just has way more escape options than it feels like they should for the sheer amount of speed they have.
Yeah.
But that's guilty gear, baby.
Yeah. Not everything's supposed to be entirely like balanced around like the Street Fighter, homogeny. It's about cool. What cool thing could this character do if I made him go, buck wild? And we got Chip right now on that end.
Cheese just throwing up DP, just trying, which is not the worst thing in the world, because you need to do something to show Chip that he doesn't just get to hop around air with impunity, right? Because if you don't force a Chip player to at least like kind of consider their air approach, you have handed them the game. Like, you cannot let them just have air supremacy for free. So I don't mind those random toss-outs. If you got a counter hit Volcanic Viper on Chip somewhere straight, like that risk reward is wildly in your favor.
Yeah, absolutely. I think just kind of like the worst part of it is that any DP that NuclearCheese has hit has just been like very, very far away, hasn't been able to convert into anything. And so it's like just Chip kind of like, well, I'm gonna attack in air, and it's like, cool, I get at least some options back that aren't immediately dying. Ooh, speaking of immediately dying, that could have been immediate death there if it wasn't for the burst.
Yeah, and it is a slightly risky burst, but it's just like, nope, none of this. Dust. If I remember right, Chip actually does have some annoyances with comboing Soul because of his awkward air hitboxes.
Yeah.
So it makes, again, Chip's air combos are already pretty demanding with the kind of conversions you have to make. Characters with annoying hitboxes definitely don't aid the process. All right, JoeBiden trying to close this out.
Yep, finds himself in the corner again here. Let's see. Oh, the lead grab actually hits the one time the DP does not come out as a reaction. I am actually surprised because NuclearCheese has been very, very adamant about using DP in any sort of like uncomfortable situation. And like JoeBiden actually recognized that I've done enough pressure to you at this point that you're not going to DP this like 5th leaf grab of the set. And it was just so well placed.
Yeah, that's one where I think, you go back to the beginning of the end of that first game. He's like, I leaf grabbed through that DP. That might actually cause him to think twice about this. And just like, all right, let's do this. And the thing is leaf grab is one of those, like, it is a mix if he has meter. It is just blatantly a mix. It's a grab until he hits the force break button, and then it becomes one of the best air moves in the game that is nigh unchallengeable by most people.
Yeah.
So, that honestly, like, a great bet. The worst that happens is he jumps up and maybe can get a punish on you, but if he's not on... Leaf grab's not easy to punish. Not near as easy as you would think. If you don't just go up and air throw it, a lot of characters actually struggle to jump and then come down and actually get a worthwhile punish. So that was a smart read by Joe. Just kind of made the bet, like, I don't think you're going to move this time. And sure enough, like, that's one of those where you sit there, and then as soon as you see the animation happen, all you can do is slap your forehead and be like, yep, I sat there. I did it.
I guess I'll die.
So, all right. So we have Soup taking on ChemicalJade. 2 characters that really want to just pollute the screen, and you take that trade all day. So, yeah. Nice instant block to get the grip. Yep, full combo. All right, start the mids.
All right, the pressure's on right now here. Jade's defense is actually usually decently pretty solid here, but I don't know how often that she gets to play against a Dizzy, and especially a Dizzy like Soup, nonetheless. So I'm very curious how this goes here, but I think ChemicalJade is going to be very good about locking down Soup in turn.
Yeah, I mean, this is this is kind of the classic, like, XX momentum matchup. You don't want to be the one that gets knocked down in this matchup at all. Once a knockdown happens with any reasonable space for Oki, that gets real scary for both characters.
Yeah, entirely so.
Ooh, Jade corners yourself.
Oh my god.
Bounce back. Wow. All right.
Yeah, let me cross myself up for you. Don't worry, boss.
Burst, and the fish just sits there like, that's cool. I got another laser on deck. It's fine.
Yeah, let me spit real
Man,
quick at you.
get you a homie who loves you as much as Fish loves Dizzy. That's all I gotta say. If your friends will not take projectiles to the dome for you, like, you need better friends.
Yeah, you're gonna look over down the street. You're gonna see a demonic woman with like the giant half wings, half demon, half angel thing going on. And you're like, damn, that should have been me, not her.
Right. It's so hard, especially for a character like Eno that really does not have a lot of amazing options for multi-hitting things that let her continue her offense. She kind of has to commit stuff like Psycho Crusher or doing an FRC and immediately following it. You know, this character thrives off being able to do, like, hover dash, jump H, hover dash, jump S. That becomes almost null and void when a fish is out. Like, that option just does not exist.
Yeah, and we've been seeing a lot of it here where it's like, cool, I'm going to do like the JH, you saw that, they ate the fish there. So it's like, you're relegated to staying kind of that mid to full screen and doing HCLs and whatnot. And it's like, you're not really getting anything because Dizzy can summon faster than anything you can do with that.
Yes, yeah, that's the big thing, is that Dizzy gets to pollute the screen easier and quicker than Eno does. And that's one of the biggest hurdles to climb in this matchup. And it really is one of those, like, if Dizzy gets a knockdown, she's super happy. But if it doesn't net a ton of damage, it's like, I'll probably get another shot. Eno in this matchup really is like, if I knock her down, she got knocked. Like, yeah, you do not want to chase this character twice. All right, so Jade. Oh, that's a rough drop. You don't want, well, just as I said, like, you don't want to cough at the fish. Yep. And the best grappler in the game doing what she does.
Yep, there's a free easy burst right there for Soup. But, all right, back in there for a little bit. Yeah, I was going to say, maybe one thing that ChemicalJade can do is like focus a little bit more on using a FB note as well to see if they can cover more options and everything, but just hasn't even got the opportunity to sit down for long enough to even use it.
Okay, good use. Super gets out of the corner. All right.
Ooh.
Empty low, very nice. Okay.
Yeah.
ChemicalJade with some life.
Sick.
Yeah, if Dizzy doesn't have meters, Dizzy's not reversing you. And a lot of Dizzy players will tell you they even with meters, Dizzy doesn't have a reversal.
Yeah.
Seeing every highlight of Coffin Super betraying the user on Twitter ever.
Yeah. I can make a compilation of that. That made me happy, but my personal feelings.
ChemicalJade is suddenly feeling it, staying in show, gets thrown out. Okay, this is going to be a little scary. Got some meter to work with. Nice use of stroke, but, what if Fish just turned around and chased you down for fun?
Yeah, that's such a disgusting part of this matchup. It's like, oh my gosh, even Bub's sticking out there, too. It's like, anytime that, ChemicalJade makes a decent option, there's something there to just stop her every single time.
Every time I'm like, oh man, what a good challenge. And then 2 seconds later, zap.
Okay. I was hoping that worked. I was really hoping that the button would be pressed there, but good conversion here for, oh no, just a little bit short than VCL.
Just gotta chip that last bit out. FB note, really smart. Yep, force the burst. Oh god. Oh, now it gets scary. Where's the mix? The defense. Oh, the double! It's so hard, man. It's one hit. That's brutal. That's brutal.
That is so unfortunate.
Really good turnaround there by Jade. Like, actually, had Soup on the back foot. And then, what was that? 3 straight times to confirm immediately got stalled out by either a trade or a fish being like, ha ha ha.
Yeah, just, hey, cut it out. Just get that anime, or not anime, well, Freakazoid Cosgrove in there just saying, hey, cut it out. It's just
literally.
Like,
It's just one of those things that, especially if you're a longtime Guilty Gear player, there's been so few instances where any kind of summon or projectile or thing sticks around if you force if you hit the other character. We definitely had plenty that don't disappear on block. That's kind of fair game. The Fish is just like, no, I exist. Did you not kill me? I'm not dead. Like, you better account, bucko, because I'm coming back for more.
Yeah. That fish always stays hungry out there, and just like, oh, I'm like I'm going through my head. I'm going through my mind palace right now. It's like, okay, if you're doing a conversion stuff like that, what can you really do about it? It's like, I guess FB dive to just get out of dodge, but that sucks so much, and it's so expensive for like effectively nothing.
Yeah, it's a huge meter cost, and again, the one thing, you know, truly does not want to do is give up chances to convert knockdown. Like, that's so precious in that matchup. And the worst part is when you have situations like that where the fish is all the way off screen and it's the second of the two actions, you don't know for sure if it's double laser or if they set laser into the homing bite. You know, like, there's so many potential routes. And if it's the bite, it's like, okay, that thing's all the way over there. I don't got to worry about this. I actually have time to do stuff. But then out of nowhere, you're doing your combo, and the red beam's like, bleh.
Yeah, yeah. And it's just like, oh, it just feels it's a required evil, right? It's a required evil to guess and everything like that, and it just feels so freaking awful because it still feels like, well, they know, you don't know. They're looking at you like, does he know? Type of like situation, right. And it's like, no, I don't, because there's nothing to react to at this point here, and they're already ready to cover your potential guess of an option on top of the actual fish's option, and it, just layers. Once again, we're back to layers.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. It's what makes Dizzy challenging to fight in this game. Like, if a lot of characters' Dizzy matchup really boils down to how effective are you at removing fish from the playing field. Because if you don't have easy ways to hit the fish either on startup or before it takes the second action, you're kind of just at the mercy of the situation. You can't go too far. You can't overextend because, you know, and that's the worst part is like overextending becomes complete your combo. Like, that is now overextending. And I don't care how good you are. It's really hard as any fighting game player to just go, oh man, if I do this combo, I am actually overextending. Like, no, we're not wired that way, man. Like, that's not how it works.
And, you know, I just want to say really quickly here on one thing on like overextending is that one thing you actually cannot overextend on is hitting all those match Reno codes. We have a hard limit of 50 and there's 17 remaining there. So make sure you get into there and hit that match arena real quickly here. Click that button. This is the finals, baby. Show us that you can get that hit confirmed, that you can get the full conversion, the full amount of damage. We can do a 100% life combo on Match Arena right now, but I need your help. So make it happen, y'all. Get it in there.
We told you all this is going to be on the test. Don't get held back today. We want everyone hitting. We want everyone getting the pass on that pass fail out here. So go mash the Matcherino button. All right, so we're gonna have Paddle switching to Johnny for this matchup. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I would say Paddle is probably overall better with Johnny in terms of like what I've seen in terms of the tournament. I'm not sure if this is a matchup thing though, or a personal comfort thing.
Yeah, it's Chip is one of those characters, like, even the matchups where you might have a quote-unquote even or winning matchup, right? Like, you're still dealing with the discomfort of this character outmaneuvers you no matter how you slice it, unless you two are playing Chip. Like,
right? Yeah.
You know, like that's the only way that really plays out. So, and Johnny is, I think, has a little bit of an easier time putting out buttons that can kind of snipe Chip incidentally. And, and much like Soul, like, if you're paying attention, you can usually convert those incidental snipes into some pretty gross damage. So I can definitely understand this, even though you can argue that Johnny maybe isn't quite as mobile or quite as able to just throw it out there with a party move as Soul can. But the risk reward, I think, maybe a little bit more controlled might be what Paddle's looking for in this kind of matchup.
Yeah, a little bit more poke game as well too. So hopefully that might be able to work out here, but. Ooh, okay, we got the corner here. We got a little bit of damage starting out here. So start off at level 2. Let's see if we can be able to stop JoeBiden from doing anything, but it's hard to stop the president.
Yeah, the real challenge for a character like Johnny in this is that you have to account for jump out, you know, FD jump out, IV jump out, and that's really hard to do. Ooh, this is gonna be chunky. All right, okay, that's a grip in Kasu. We got those. All right, nice, very smart.
Test the way option if you know it. Yeah, and there we go.
That is one of the hallmark of a good player. Like, oh, I set up my unblockable. I got exactly what I wanted. I'm going to do nothing.
Yeah.
You're going to reversal. I'm going to do nothing.
Yeah, I want to see what your knowledge check is just real quickly here to see if we're all on the same page. The answer is yes, and that's just honestly benefit to paddle like the rest of the setup here. Say, okay, you know your Johnny well enough. Now I know what I need to do against you if I can even hit you.
Otis just holding down the corner here. Okay, went for the FRC teleport. Does corner themselves. Help, lag beast.
All right, we're back in it again, and the damage is high. Jesus!
What do we say about incidental snipes into a grip?
Oh my God! I just, I have it in my head like, oh yeah, like a grip. Like 30%, 35%. No, that was like 60.
You touched the sword button. You shouldn't have done that.
Yeah, you don't play with swords. You'll poke your eye out.
Now we're down to a scramble situation here.
Yeah, we're swinging a little bit here, but all at the same time, like it's barely been opened up at all from JoeBiden here.
Oh, yeah, good bait on the burst. A checkmate situation, like you have. Chip is really good at gut crushing if he's already got you in the air. Like one of the better characters in the game at it because you can just chain jump kicks for quite a while.
And that makes it even harder to burst out because, like, cool, I can kind of hold up, back, and back really, really easily. So. Huge checkmate situation. Tried it out nonetheless here, but we got the corner early, and all the gold burst comes out.
Yep. Okay. Wow, snipes on the misfinder. All right, gets the corner. Oh, no conversion. That gets big.
Ooh, absolutely.
Forward kick. Yeah, Paddle seems committed. Just be like, look, I know I'm not going to outmaneuver, out-contest you consistently. We're gonna put hitboxes on the screen, and I'm gonna do my best to convert. Whoa! Look, I know that didn't look like a lot of damage because one guts kicked in, but like POTUS is very happy he didn't have a big fight starter because it's a lot less demeaning when you get the brutal counter hit starter for the last 15% of your health bar as opposed to the last 8.
Right, yeah. And a great 6B here as well from Paddle. Paddle seems to be getting a good grip on a lot of the movement coming out from POTUS here. So I'm actually really legitimately satisfied with like how this match is going so far. And I think just good, maybe just comfort in the matchup. Oh, hits with a laser beam though.
Yeah, kind of figuring out it's like, okay, like you're never going to feel like you have a read on Chip's movement, but he's getting a feel for where JoeBiden wants to move and what spaces he's occupying regularly. It's like, all right, let's put hitboxes around here. Like, just, it's like playing high stakes Battleship. You're just like, call your shot. Oh, stick a hit, ball it.
Wow, I'm a god. Okay.
Right.
Well, now I know where the rest of the ship may potentially be.
Right. It's on the end of the sword, and it's dying.
Yeah. Oh, you suckable battleship. All right, we'll find yourself some corners here.
And again, reminder, this is losers. Like, somebody goes home here. This is getting real spicy real fast here. 5K is such a good, just basic ground neutral challenge button. So fast for what it is.
It's the button of all time. It reaches fairly high. It's a great starter. It just does everything. It's the New York above normals. It just has everything.
Ooh, gets that counter hit again. That was smart. That's a really smart call. Yeah, it's a black beat, but that was completely burst safe, so I like that call there from Paddle. Okay, might have been baiting the burst there. You got the corner. Wow, JoeBiden lets the burst rip. Says, well, I'm not giving up.
Yeah, but we're seeing a lot of swinging now here from Paddle. Just like moves are going out everywhere.
Bazinga.
Bazinga and Singa.
Yeah, Paddle was kind of schmooving there for a minute, just being like, hey, I got nonsense too. I got meter to burn.
Right. I can just put giant explosions out into the area. That's fine. You're gonna run into it too.
That's a big drop. He put in the wrong misfinder. Did not get the conversion because Chip was crouching, so it went under. That's a little rough for Paddles. Let's see if he gets a little flustered from that. All right, catches the leaf grab out. Coin.
Yeah, so as a Johnny player, you just have to accept, like, oh, did I do something slightly wrong? That's the lifestyle, all right? Like, something's always going to go wrong, Johnny. Let's just keep moving with it.
Yup, absolutely. All right, crouching this. Yep. Vert.
Ooh, all right, Tiger in the Alpha Blade.
All right, went for the No punish on the Divine Blade, but doesn't matter. All right, final game, final round, back and forth.
Yeah, they're loading off of each other really, really nicely here. I don't know if, you know, Paddle can really give it the movement as much because I feel like, yeah, JoeBiden's just kind of like, okay, yeah, that just means I need to move a little bit faster. And we have not reached that cap yet for Chip. And for Johnny, we've solved everything with the FRC, backdash, Insignia. Yeah. There's not 100%. Much more you can do.
Yeah, FRC teleport, just keep the pressure on. Wow, leaf grab over the crouching heavy. Okay, catch it with Divine Blade, that's something.
Ooh, okay, no burst there from Biden.
It? Oh, the hard burst read.
I respect it, but oh, that feels bad to see it not work out sometimes.
Okay, Jack, he have enough? Again, the hard burst read, but up coin.
Yo, what's up coin?
What if we gave Johnny up coin, said Pachi one time?
Yeah. And right now, the president is, regretting giving all that money out earlier because it's just coming back to him, to haunt him.
Yeah, and props to Paddler, did not panic after 2 hard burst baits that end the round and didn't come to fruition. And also props to POTUS, like, I burst both of those. I'm not even gonna pretend like I don't. I'm like, come on, man.
Yeah.
Oh, good stuff. Like, really, really smart play on both sides, real back and forth. Like, that's seeing a lot. There have been almost no mollywoppings tonight. These are real back and forth. Like, nobody's gonna run you over for free here.
Yeah,
adjustments are fast and furious, and that's what we love to see in this game. And let's be real, it's hard to do in plus R. Like, it takes very little to just suddenly be like, oh wow, I'm dead.
Yeah. I made what I thought the smallest mistake possible was, and they were just ready for it, and I didn't get the play since that moment.
Yep, 100%. So yeah, so looks like up next we got Gdom and Paddle. I'm curious what character Paddle goes with for this one, actually.
Actually, look at the bracket here real quickly. I think it should be Gdom versus Soup. I don't think they played yet.
Okay.
So I think just Paddle has not taken their canoe and paddled out of here yet.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if we were already out. I was like, man, we might be getting close to losers finals. Holy hell.
Yeah. We would be one away at that point. I'd be jazzed, honestly. But I know that this is going to be a very, very uphill battle for not just Cliff, but for Gdom as well. Because Gdom, I would say there's kind of 2 big things with Gdom that people, or at least locals, give him a little crap for. And it's 1, not finishing his combos, and 2, letting people walk freely because of a result of not finishing those combos.
Sure, yeah.
And Soup is already way slippery when getting hit. So yes. I feel like this sort of thing is just going to be even harder for Gdom.
Yeah, and even like the top Cliff players often mention it's like this is one of the matchups they think is actually one of the more difficult ones for Cliff, but it's just that he's never out of it because all it takes is one good counter hit and Cliff can absolutely murk this character. But getting that one oftentimes is not trivial, and the biggest thing is Dizzy is one of the only characters in this game that doesn't really have to take concessions on Oki due to dodge. Like, the fish is just like, bruh, I'm still here. You think I'm gonna leave?
Right, yeah. You think I have a home? No, I run these streets.
Yes, exactly. So right now, it's kind of what's going on. Yep, it's grip.
Oh my gosh, yeah, just not even getting an opportunity to play. Like, Soup is running so much left-right mix-up that Gdom is going to die where the round literally started.
Yeah, it's just... Yep.
No!
That is the true brutal part, is when you're playing... If you're playing a character like Cliff and you has actually a surprisingly good backdash, but not for that situation.
Like, no, it's not good for that.
And again, like, you heard me quip, like, best grappler in the game doing what she does. Like, that's not a joke. Dizzy is the best grappler in Plus R. Her throw game is brutal because what are you going to do? Challenge the fish and then get gripped anyway? Like, not to mention that she just has an amazing throw setup because everything ticks and her throw range is really good. Like, she just laughs at you. Nice block on the 5D, just completely stalling out the momentum. All right, nice confirm. Okay.
All right, this is the one that counts. Ooh, didn't even exactly move in from there. Maybe just trying to bait out something and try and pretend I'm going to use the gunshot there. But
yeah,
this is working really. This is good for Gdom.
Yeah, all right, able to get back in. Yeah, part of me was like, man, I would have really just liked to see him put the beat projectile on and just be like, nope, you're staying here, no movement, but all works out. And that's Gdom's going to have to figure out how to deal with the throws. That's good. That's going to have to be a key point of stoppage, otherwise. Right? All right, set up.
Lock down here. We got back to the corner again here, but Soup's defense is actually pretty solid as
well.
So this is going to be very, very hard.
Don't get hit. Oh, wow.
Actually throws the 5D as well. Tech throw, though.
Okay, there we go. There's first tech throw. You know, that works. There was no FRC, so it doesn't connect, but little momentum. Yep. Oh,
old man dying twice out here.
Yup. All right, so Soup. Set point here.
All right. Ooh,
wow.
Okay.
That's the air dash. Very nice. Yep.
Yep.
Good use.
Yeah, good wiggle sword there. Gets a little bit closer to the ground here. And nice super jump as well to chase up into the air. But Soup just lands and just grabs and goes once more.
Yeah, Gdom had just barely under 25%. Otherwise, could have done the force break. Probably converted that not to a knockdown into a chunk of damage. But unfortunately, Soup gets away. But Soup already. Where'd the health go?
Yeah, that was like one combo.
What happened? I mean, I know what happened. It's Dizzy and Clip, but I'm still going to ask. Ooh, that was scary. All right, good challenge. Oh. Fish homie still. Oh, it's the snipe with the ice spike. Yep, always got to be aware of the ice spike.
Yeah. It's not easy to be anywhere on the screen against Dizzy. You always kind of like watch her and everything like that. And then immediately after you're done watching her, she just throws something that is actually under your feet as well. And it's a lot of mental stacking, honestly, with Dizzy. So I don't blame Gdom by any means.
Yeah, you're like, okay, like she's all the way over there, but the summons take time to get here. I'm gonna at least start maneuvering. It's like, no, you do have to block the ice spike because, you know, you're gonna get caught out of your jump startup. It's not even one of those things where it's like, oh, I'm gonna wake up jump FD. Like, no, you will get sniped out of the startup of your jump before you even have the option to FD. So it's one of those. You just have to hold it. You kind of have to treat it like an eddy drill and just be like, all right, well, I'm stuck here. That's all right. We'll do. Wait our turn. That's what makes Dizzy so good is those conversions. Like, wow, she knocked me in the next county. Well, at least I get to wake up and try to go back to neutral. No, wrong.
Good joke.
No, you are in Dizzy jail, and you in population is you. Stay put.
Yeah. But still, very, very good stuff. Very, very good consistency from Soup. Soup's been playing very well tonight, honestly. I mean, sure, lost the paddle a little bit earlier and whatnot, but I feel like Soup's strengths overall have been just completely on display throughout this whole event here. And I'm actually excited to see the run back between Paddle as we get into the losers semifinals here. I assume that Paddle is going to be playing next because they haven't left the room.
Right.
They're ready.
Sitting in the third chair at the setup and just being like, oh, wait.
But you know one thing I'm not going to wait for? We are actually 10 away from claiming all the Matcherino codes. Like,
hell yeah.
I'm done waiting. I'm done asking. I'm now telling you to make sure you hit that Matcherino button. Hit that exclamation point Matcherino. Click the claim code button. Please.
Yeah, come on. 10 more. That's not a lot.
That's 20 clicks from there. Like, you click to get to the link, and then you click the claim code. That's 20 clicks. You press more than that when you're mashing out a stun.
Right. Exactly. Just go get it. Finish this off because we want to get these players fully paid. We're almost there. Let's get that done. So yeah, loser semis, run back, Paddle versus Soup. Paddle gonna stick with Johnny on this, which makes sense. Johnny is decently well equipped to fight Dizzy. Has those kind of 2-hit setups we talked about that Eno struggles to do. You know, you have basically any button can cancel the misfinder, so you have a way to snipe the fish and then still maintain pressure against Dizzy when it happens. But Sigma just whiffs. That's unfortunate. Cross up. Yep. Soup is like, let me back off. Let's get the stream flute. Nice anti-air with 2S. Okay. Good escape there. Got the force break bubble on. Got to be. Yep. Like, that's going to pop here soon, ain't it? And sure enough.
Yeah, and now we're seeing this as a game. Once again, best grappler in the game here, and that has been getting Soup so much mileage this entire tournament. And just Soup's defense as well, just absolutely understands like, oh, here's where your best options are. I'm blocking. Cool, I'll wait.
Yeah, really smart there. Trade with coin, not the worst thing to start the round with for Johnny. All right. Just wants the corner, and then I'll try and catch you fishing around. Okay. No. Nice. Oh, wow. Jump heavy. Just going in.
Whoa. Wow. Burned the meter, missed the combo, got punished by Fish at the end there, and now the corner is also Soup's as well. Oh, this is getting rougher and rougher.
Paddle actually poked too early, and both hits went on the Dizzy instead of the Fish. So he just comes in, baits the burst. Ooh. All right, all right.
All right, well, yeah.
If you're Paddle, you take that all day, every day.
Yeah.
That's free bonus on top of the paycheck right there.
Right, exactly. It's like I don't want to have to work any harder. Please, no. Oh my God, but Soup now has the corner here, and just Soup has been absolutely terrifying in the corner the entire time. Oh my gosh!
That hitbox on Bubble, man.
Now we just have to get to the other side here. Corner on one side, tries to jump out there, but a nice JS is going to keep the lockdown here. Again. FB Bubble is so disgustipating.
It'd be one thing if it wasn't basically a walking time bomb, but it's not. It's what if Pineberry just stuck to your vest and sat
right?
There?
Yeah,
like, you know, like I don't like this. I want to go home.
yeah. And I'm not taking you back with me. Please stay here.
Right, for real. So yeah, and I like that Soup is not worrying about damage or meter for damage necessarily. It's just all my meters is concentrated on maintaining control. Like I don't want to let you play offense. I know I'm not winning these damage races, so let me just spin my meters smartly and keep it the most control I possibly. That was a bull ice. Yeah. There was no FRC on deck there, Bucko.
You know what? Soup's cracked. Soup's just cracked tonight, I think it is. Yeah.
That was really good. I mean, you have burst on deck, but as we saw, bursting Johnny is not a trivial thing to do. So. But yeah, Soup called out, so now you're going to dash forward, come get it. This time, though, nothing doing. All right. Yep. Wow, nice conversion. Yeah, it's Black Bee, but whatever. All that damage still counts, Bucko.
Yeah, you didn't tech it. It doesn't matter.
Right. Sounds like a you problem, not mine.
Oh my God. Yeah, that was like 3 interactions from a paddle side. My God.
Yeah, just made the most of it. That is all counting. Right. What? I was like, oh cool, he sniped the fish. I'm bad and wrong and dumb.
Yeah. Well, don't worry. Right now, Soup's feeling really wrong for this one too, and just trying to compete and get back to the ground so they can even get their game started. But Paddle is getting very, very good about the movement aspect. We saw a little bit against the POTUS, but now
that was a
Super started to feel it.
That was a really scary trade. Oh wow, chases down the backdash. Oh, missed the combo though. So loses the good Oki. Right, sniped, grab. Okay, I can dash up throw as well.
Yeah, watch this. Like, all right. Yeah, great burst from Soup. That needed to be done, otherwise that was checkmate.
Okay, Soup got some room to work. Nice tech, but the fish homie loves you.
Jumping out of here, tries to keep things a little bit safe. Fish just turns around and shoots again.
Force break. Wow, actually gets over force break spike. Wow,
that was amazing.
Hey. I mean, we talk about, like, Force Break Bubble is just attaches to you. Like, Force Break Spike is very much Dizzy's like, no, this is set it and forget it time. I don't know what the situation is. Put this out. It'll fix it. It'll be fine.
This is my I turn brain off for a moment move.
Right.
And just easy jump forward over it. Street Fire style, just jump forward.
Yeah, just jump over like you do a Sonic Boom. It's easy.
Yeah. And she has no DP, so what's the problem?
Right? Nice forward punch. All right. Paddle feeling, all right. Will we get a burst? Wow, good.
I love it.
The stare down.
Yeah.
Really smart.
Actually, maybe you probably expect that burst again there, but Soup backdashes for like the just in case you try to let it rip and then just waited and got to get out of the corner as well.
Yep. Trade, knockdown, of course. Yep. First brick bubble. Cross up, knockdown, set it up again. All right.
Oh my God.
Gonna try and end it from here, I think. Yeah. All right. Paddle on match point.
Paddle's movement throughout like every situation has just been so clean and so strong.
Yes.
I'm floored. I'm legitimately floored.
Yeah. And, you know, that's a hallmark of a good Johnny. You have to be able to make this character look faster than he actually is. Like, if you can't schmoove with Johnny, you are coughing up one of his strongest potentials in his ability to chase down. But right now, the corner, safe jump setup maybe? I'm not sure if that was a missed input or a safe jump setup. Kind of curious about that one.
Yeah. Well, nonetheless, it still seems to be on Soup's side though. So. And make the most of it as much as you can. On that corner here. Nice spike. Ice spike FRC.
Yep, just maintain. Just like, nope, I'm not letting you leave. You live here now.
Yeah, and there's just like, I'm like, there's no meter.
Yeah. Checkmate situation. There's Soup had every option under the sun to close that out. You know, you had Imperial Ray, you had all of it. So we're going final game, final round. And Soup already looking pretty strong. All right, counter poke. All right.
Wow.
Good, looking good.
Yeah, of course, make sure that he gets the lockdowns in the corner here and just eventually breaks open here. This is going to be huge damage. Probably impossible to burst too.
Yep. Kasu waits for the burst. Did not even bother putting Baka's Sai on. Said, nope, I'm looking for that OTG burst. Doesn't come out, but Soup, all right.
Ooh.
Can't get Birthday off the air fish hit. Again, no burst.
Oh my gosh.
Down to final. Paddle just needs to get one more snipe. And there it is, the jump kick.
Yeah, that was actually a really good air dash as well to follow up and like chase Soup just a little bit. Oh, that was clean. It looked like a simple interaction, but it's like cool with how much Soup was moving around. Getting that air dash there as a chase for JK, which is not a far-reaching move, was like a little bit like confidence and safety, but it was still like the perfect answer.
Yeah, and honestly, again, really impressive stability there from Paddle, because that's two different games we've seen where the hard burst baits came out like, oh, this is checkmate, you're gonna burst, and then they didn't, and then he's just like, all right, fine, I'll go get the next hit, that's fine, I'll chase you down.
Yeah, I got a little bit of free time, so
really good stuff from both players. Again, the back and forth adjustments, just really smart play on both sides, and Paddle able to scrape out the W, stay alive here at the Burst Limit Season 3 finale.
Right. And, you know, for all the W's that we've been seeing on screen here, we have a lot of W's that are helping make this event happen as well. So we're going to take a moment and run a few ads here, but this is a perfect time to let everyone know that we are running the finals. We are at top 3 of top 3, I said that right, of Boston Blue Beat Season 3 finale. Let the folks know, get yourself some water because there's going to be some crazy matches, and we'll be back again with you shortly. All right. Hopefully you've gotten a little bit of relaxation. You let all the people know that we are still running some really kick-ass matches here at Boston Blue Beat Finale Season 3. And it's been such a good time leading up to this moment and everything like that, hey, we're gonna do it again. That's right. November 18th, we'll be coming back with the next offline monthly, featuring a new game and traveling controllers presenting Tekken 7 at the Boston Blue Beat Monthly. So all the regular titles with BBCF, Strive, XR, Sailor Moon, so on and so forth, the ones that you love in Boston will be coming back there as well, along with Tekken 7, trying to ramp up for that Tekken 8 action. So the signups will be handled on site at Balance Patch. Doors open at 2 p.m. and the brackets will be starting at 4 p.m. at the earliest. So if you need a little bit more time, that can work out for you as well. Exclamation point monthly in there to sign up. And as always, as with this finale and the Boston Blue Beat Offline, is powered by Junk Food Arcades. They have the Snack Box Micros. They have all sorts of new controllers with the Swirl being developed right now. And it's just a really good accessibility way of not slam jam in your hands with all these weird control aspects that we have that don't keep your hands flat or anything. So Junk Food Arcade is really providing a service to the whole community there, alongside with sponsoring tournaments like this one. So shout out to Junk Food Arcades. Check them out if you haven't already, and they will definitely service you very, very well.
Yeah, absolutely. And of course, if you need more burst limit in your life, we are not done, by the way. After the finale, you're going to have a set of brackets on November 13th and 14th for both Central Fiction and Plus R. And then we are going to give all these fine tournament operators and stream runners a little break that they have wonderfully earned without question running this amazing burst limit. So then they will be back on the week of November 27th. So Thanksgiving week, we'll get back to it. And just as a reminder, the Plus R gets $100 extra into the plot. And we got some special prizes courtesy of Junk Food Arcade. So thank you very much to them for sponsoring Burst Limit Season 3.
And then lastly, Matcherino. Click the button. We are so close to claiming out all the codes. We are right there. We are on the precipice. It is single digits now. We have come all the way from 50 down to the single digits. We can make this happen, but I need, once again, all of your help. I only have so many hands to click the button on. We need more hands. Please find more hands.
Y'all got this.
You all got this.
Nine is nothing. Nine is nothing.
Mine is so small.
Yeah. All right. So we have winners finals coming in here. GravyJones and Blitz going to throw down.
And once again, a matchup that we talked about a little bit earlier. It's like, yeah, it's kind of a little bit of a rare matchup, especially nowadays here. Surprisingly, not a lot of Zappas out there. Very, very few Millias as well in the U.S. circuit. So this is going to be an exciting one because GravyJones is playing very well tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is one of those matchups where Amelia still obviously can be a bully, but got to be a little bit more mindful of when you choose to throw the hairpin, because if you drop the hairpin and then the wrong summon comes out, that can be a real pain to try and navigate.
Right. And I think even from the get-go here, we're starting to see a lot of like Blitz staying away from like every situation like of dog and everything and kind of watching a little bit more. And GravyJones is actually reacting a little bit like that, like we saw a throw there, but it's like, yeah, Blitz is just really trying to kind of stay out.
Yeah, and you've got a longer set here. You might as well just kind of chill and get a feel for what the game plan is. Because as you said, not a matchup you see an awful lot, so not sure how familiar both players are with each other, let alone the matchup itself.
Right. It might be one of those things that they play in quick play and stuff like that, and maybe they're slightly familiar, but adjacently so. Nice reset chase, though, from Blitz saying, okay, that drop, cool. I'm jumping back up because you're not going to air throw me upon entry, so JP.
Yeah, 100%. Good conversion there by Blitz after the Dust Combo drop. Dust Combo did a nice grip and damage there, nonetheless. GravyJones had blocked a lot by the time that ripped. Right. Doggo out. Doggo gets sniped, but that's okay. You were in the corner. That was a good call. Wow, your reward is dog. Congratulations. You won.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen a sequence that more encapsulates plus R Zappa than that right there. Like, oh man, you threw the hairpin, it's on the wrong side of the map, you're in the corner and sword is out. Oh man, what a great challenge. Bark, bark.
Right, yeah. Oh wow, I did it. All right, gonna make sure that this time it doesn't get away for free here. Oh, but dog again.
Yep, fails that, but super, very nice. Ooh, okay, Clash goes Gravy Jones' way. This is a lot closer than it feels like it should be. Oh, crosses him up and Secret Garden input comes out.
Oh my gosh, yeah, Gravy Jones is gonna make the most of that. Once again, Gravy Jones is nodding and said, yeah, I did it.
And then the instant overhead. Man, I wish I got to do instant overheads by jumping away from my opponent.
That'd be great.
That'd be fun. Sounds good.
Yeah, signs of Blaze Blue new.
Right?
Alright, good play.
Dog hitbox must have just run out because it just went through Amelia if she's doing Secret Garden. That's interesting. Alright, longiness. Yep. Nice conversion. Gonna have the hairpin for an easy pickup. Gross.
Ooh.
Gross. That's filthy.
Blitz, what's the reason?
That is the crime I expect out of Amelia. It's like, there's no way on earth she would steal the corner here. That's not what.
Yeah, that's not what Amelia's supposed to do. She's supposed to keep you locked down. And now this is
okay, nice air grab. Got a little life here. Right, Hope's gonna earn the corner, try and maintain some room. Does cop up all 3 ghosts. All right, Snipe Secret Garden still in there.
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Blitz is trying to keep a little bit away here, not trying to overextend. We saw a little bit earlier air dash. Didn't seem like there was anything vulnerable. Just kind of backed away, but
yeah, goes up with challenges. Not enough. On this one, chip out.
Ooh, Goldberg's, but oh my god.
Oh, we're swinging now. We swinging. Okay,
oh my gosh. Gravy Jones might run it all the way back.
This guy. Oh no! Not now, Lag Beast. Get out of here. We're busy.
Please.
Busy. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
This is still going. Guys, I am 40 years old. I cannot be doing this for 40
my
seconds.
heart can't take this. Ah.
Holy
wow.
Hell. What a scramble. Blitz does snipe it with the Secret Garden. That, if I was playing, I don't care which side I'm on, I'm not hitting that rematch button right now. I just breathe, lemon, air, oxygen, anything.
It's like one of those ironic things where they're both thinking the exact same thing, like, right, that's just Guilty Gear. But Blitz is saying that from like multiple years of experience and seeing everything, and Gravy's saying that because LOL Maui was funny. And like that's the difference in their play style.
Exactly. Nice forward kick, just goes over.
Knife SRC as well.
Lag Beast.
Okay.
Okay. Lag Beast when we come back to a dog. I'm not sure how I feel about this.
Yeah, like, what are you doing over there, Gravy Jones? I'm getting a little suspicious.
We're sniping summons left and right here for Blitz, but somehow effectively still doesn't have the life lead despite multiple conversions. Okay, knockdown? Where's he? Yep. Goes behind. Big conversion. All right, catches the backdash. Nice call out with Bad Moon.
I was gonna say, like, honestly, like, the most simple mix-ups that Blitz has been doing this entire time has been the ones that have worked almost the best. Just like a simple 6K, just Bad Moon.
The classic Melia, just like, all right, there's layer 1 and the layer 2. You have to block them both.
Right.
You know, and that's the kind of thing you do get to run against a character like Zappa that's like, only has a reversal if either A, Rouse on screen, or B, there's no summon. So it's like, you have a lot of options as Melia, and sometimes for some Melia players or some OP heavy characters, that's actually a burden because you just outthink yourself, and it's like, no, it's perfectly fine to just do 50-50 high-low. You don't got to do that. Sometimes that's effective.
High-low throw is just as effective as any other game.
Right? Yep. Low, very nice. Melia round in progress here. Davy Jones gonna have to make a massive impact Secret Garden. Yep. The best Oki tool in the game if you can set it up properly. Like, you think Fish will annoy you once it's on the screen? Secret Garden don't give a damn about you.
Right. That was literally pre-programmed before, you know, Melia walked into the room. So it's like, cool, I jumped out. It's like, why did you know I was going to jump out and dash forward? Why is this thing still chasing me?
Yeah. So yeah, Gravy Jones gotta find a way to just not get pinned down. Like, This is a matchup that definitely lends itself better to scrambles for Zappa than it does for Milia, but you have to actually get those scrambles created in the first place. So, nice for it.
Yeah, I feel like Gravy Jones is starting to run up some of those options there, like without like dog or sword or anything like that, because Blitz is not giving enough room to let summons come out, and you saw Gravy Jones try to air dash a few times here and there. Blitz is already with 6P still.
Yeah, no, 100%. Like, right now, Gravy Jones or Blitz's plan is just like, no, if I just keep you under duress at all times, I don't care which summon comes out. But again, it's Zappa's movement is no slouch. That backdash is one of the best in the game for a reason. Oh, Skype jump dust in the lower. Good lord!
All right, Soul.
Yeah, just Milia just gonna casually do 50% of your life. Like, yes, there were 2 force breaks in there, but good lord, that was a grip. All right, Gravy Jones. Nope.
Yeah, understandable. Fastball in the throw. Gravy Jones. Yep. Never mind. We're done here. And now,
nice tech chase.
Yeah.
Right now, yep, it's already on set point.
Yeah, just Gravy Jones has just the amount of times and things that Gravy Jones has been able to do has just been decreasing rapidly since this match has started.
Yeah, Blitz just going, okay, as long as I knock you down once, I just get to run shop.
Right, yeah,
okay, correct first point, so did do it right, runs up, okay. Gravy Jones some life here. Go straight to the low, set the sword, kind of wait to see what happens. Blitz smartly like, I don't really want to deal with that. Snipe, okay, now we're back into the wheelhouse. All right, good FD there, did not get sniped by the anti-air, so that's something. All right, oh god, sandwich himself. Takes the burst.
No.
Oh, it's away, okay. Gravy Jones got some wiggle room here, has a lot of meter, and Blitz has no burst. No meter, okay, sniped, low.
Yeah, kind of an empty jump low situation there. Gonna be able to do the super, but
falls a little bit short. Out. Yeah, it falls a little short. Try to chip out the ghost. Get
oh my god, no.
Wow, that's brutal. Oh, that's brutal. Just tried to spend all the cash in hopes of closing out the life bar, and that is one thing that Zappa does not excel at. Zappa's Guts Crush options are heavily tied to what summon he has on screen, and even in the best situation, his Guts Crush options, if he's not air juggling you, are not great. So that was one of those situations where that came back to haunt Gravy Jones, and Blitz gets the 3-0, moves on to grand finals.
Yeah, there's a lot to be said there. Like, okay, if I'm not sure I can get the kill, the laws of version sometimes has to kick in there and just say, like, just try it anyway. I would kick myself if I didn't. But it's like, there's a lot to say, like, oh, well, for Zappa, who can just, like, kind of FRC a lot of things in there, maybe just wait for the result of that. Because, like, almost every option you're going to pull on an Okazeme is just, like, very, very positive and gives you a lot more options there, too. So,
yeah,
something to think about.
The big risk there is that when you go into the super, your summon goes away. And that's you already had dog out in the corner controlled. It's like, I get it. It's like, maybe I can chip it out. Maybe I get this right now. But then you're like, but I also cough up dog to do it. Interesting. Wow, Paddle switching to Potemkin for this matchup.
Yeah, Paddle's a very, very well-rounded player in terms of, like, I can play basically everyone. I won't say I know the theory behind using Potemkin here, but I'm very curious to see.
This is not a matchup you hear Potemkin players speak fondly of very often. So maybe Gravy Jones struggles with this particular character, or they play each other a bunch and Paddle just doesn't like the Soul or Johnny matchup. I know Johnny doesn't particularly like Zappa either, just because so much gets low profile.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And I think I want to say as well, in a prior tournament, I think these two have played, and I believe Paddle did also go Potemkin in, and won.
Yeah, so must just be a comfort level with this matchup, so be interested to see how it goes. Sword is obnoxious, but is sword considered a projectile? I don't remember. I think it's still considered melee. I think it's a strike. So I don't think
it's considered a strike, yeah.
Yeah, so you can't flick it. Ghosts obviously can be flicked, but other than that, once you're kind of set down, you kind of have to deal with the summons as just like everybody else without a lot of movement options. But, all right. Hammer falls gets out.
You see stuff like like far slash, just get low profile by Zappa existing.
Right.
Oh, that's painful to see.
All right, Hammer falls in, gets the full confirm.
And maybe that's what he's really looking for. Just trying to use a hammer fall just to go with like the DP and whatnot and just try to stay in for that.
Plow through the summons and whatnot. See, you know, because dog does not hit super rapidly, sword does not hit super rapidly, so you can plow through these if they're not, you know, on the right moveset.
Right, right. And a good backdash as well actually avoids the FB overhead too. So it's like maybe there's something very, very nuanced here that just works for paddle.
Yeah, very, very well could be. So I mean, hard to argue with the results in that first game.
Yeah, I'm not too impressed.
So yeah, we'll see if gravyjones can adjust. Gonna kind of have to. The one thing I've noticed about gravyjones is does seem to really like being airborne a lot as Zappa, regardless of kind of the situation, seems to rely on that a lot. And probably going to have to tone that down a little bit in this matchup. This bot has really disjointed buttons, really good anti-air. You know, you're going to have to pick your spots a little bit more carefully and just kind of trying. This is it. This is what you want. This is exactly what you want. Let the dog do dog things. Just, yeah, Jimkin doesn't get to do a lot here.
Oh, but guy from backdash out there and actually makes it so that gravyjones is not ready to respond to the situation. But gravyjones just gets right back in there. The same versus the first. Now we're just mid-screen.
Yep. All right. Does get the burst out of paddle there, but immediately back in. And Ghost, arguably the weakest summon against bot, again, just because Flick is an option. But still, if you can hold him up, yep, just like that.
Yep. Oh, got hit by it too, honestly. And oh my gosh. Plows that Ghost again. One knockdown here.
Nice backdash. Not very good. That was smart. That was so smart. Actually got through the hammer fall. Oh, no. Okay, where's the mix? Oh, he tried to grab too early.
Oh, the right answer, the right thought, and sometimes you're just too good for your own good.
Right. And your execution is too well.
Right, right. I was frame perfect, and I died.
Alright, already earns another burst, so yeah, gravyjones suddenly looking pretty good shape here. Immediately gets knocked down. Commentator curse strikes again, my bad.
Nah, we understand, homie. That's why they keep us here so we can curse them, so we can keep the match more back and forth.
Exactly. Yeah. And credit too. One of the things Zappa wants to do in this matchup is roll good. You rolling a lot of dogs. The Zappa gotcha is paying out spades today.
Yeah, and that wide body just taking no favors whatsoever, so it'll last for a lot longer.
You're gonna have to burst. Okay, doesn't get faded. All right, slide head. Get in. There's the mix. Wow, went for a nice burst. Really smart. Now you just pick your spots. All right, let's get rid of dog. Oh, that was so risky.
that was
so
literally one JP away from just losing your whole ass there.
Oh my god! I'm like, oh, he did not just air dash with nothing behind him. Oh, got enough.
Yeah.
Has enough. He's fine.
Yeah.
Hit him twice.
Gravyjones is just built different.
Yeah, just get rid of the life bar, stupid.
Yeah. The best way to make sure they don't play is just they don't live.
Yeah, exactly. All right, good adjustment there. So now we got a set. Nice. Okay. Yep. Late hammer fall up RC. But that does leave paddle with no meter, and he is sitting in the corner and cursed.
Yeah, and it just got harder from here.
Wow, doesn't take a reversal, and Doggo is back. Got the burst this time. So far, gravyjones has not baited any of the bursts, so honestly, I kind of like to see paddle do more of that. Just be like, nope, you get a few hits, and I'm done with this.
Yeah.
Nice forward punch. Ripped. Going for all of it. Yup. Wide hitbox. Okay. Suddenly this is a scary situation. Went for the unblockable and didn't get it. Rao is out.
Yep, absolutely worthwhile.
That was so smart. It's like, are you really going to push a button against Rao running at you with 50 meter? No, so I'm going to throw you.
Yeah. One of those baits there too, but might die for it as well.
Oh my god. Okay. Oh my god.
Broke ankles. Threw his whole body at that from round start.
Absolutely. Nice JP and the wow. Nice conversion. Good use. Yep. Oh, and of course, man,
You're hurting them here.
You need some voodoo curses from a dumb white boy? Just go to my Patreon and I got you covered, Pablo. Taking offers now.
Yeah, hook up my boy Clage with the business right now before he gives you the business by cursing you instead.
I just get out of the corner, but the dog is still there. That is a big problem for Paddle. Yep.
Yeah. I was gonna say out of the corner, but at what cost? Seriously.
Yeah.
Oh
Wow.
no.
Oh, just both like, nah, sky is where it's at. Floor is lava.
Yeah. All right.
That jump dust is getting a lot of mileage for Paddle, though. Okay, yep, hammer full break. Gonna get the combo. No, not quite. Wow. Okay.
Oh,
I'm
no.
shocked that didn't go right. Oh, tried to jump. Can't do that.
All right, a little bit more damage here to the corner. Got the overhead this time. No. There's no super.
Okay, got sniped the dog this time. That's really big. Oh, yep. Burst. That's gonna do it. Paddle goes up 2-1.
Yeah, and I do have to say, like, Paddle's been doing a very, very like good job of like simple Okazeme stuff. Like the overhead is hit every single time, and so I'm like, I feel like there's like a good fallback there to make sure like that means like Gravy Jones is not trying to jump out of the corner as much. Maybe realize that and did go for like the putting and busker on that last one, which worked out great. So I think it's just now capitalizing a little bit more from that point onward.
Yeah, another kind of like, you know, big point of contention in this matchup is that if someone can hit their wake-up backdashes, Potemkin has to make concessions to deal with them. Even though Potemkin has very good basic command grab. Like, Zappa is like, bro, if you don't stop me from backdashing, I leave. I'm on the next train out of town.
There's a train in the background. That's no joke. Zappa will hop on board and see you later.
Dogs. So I kind of see what Paddle is doing. He was just like, yeah, fill my bar. Like, give me all the meter, and then I'll use that to get out, save my burst for later. But didn't really get the mileage out of it I think he was hoping for. But I can see the game plan there of why not bursting early, especially after the last one was made.
Right. It's that whole aspect of like using your life bar as a resource there, and I think he saw it, and just like 100%. Now he's got to make it count for something else, and well, you're gonna need all that remaining life bar now.
Yeah, that was the most hoopty Rao thing I think I have ever seen. This man went up and drew a trapezoid and did nothing, and then landed DP.
Like, that's like the kind of power you have. Like, yes, like, oh, look, you see that I have the ultimate power. So that means you're not going to do anything. So that means I can do whatever I want to. Watch this. This is how I'm going to abuse my power. Oh, my God. Has all the orbs already as well, too. It's all downhill from here.
Now the question, okay, I was going to say, does he try and summon Rao, or is he going to wait and see if he wakes up with another summon? But now you're in a dominating position. Oh, no!
Ooh, this is great, actually, for a Paddle.
Jones getting caught, jumping again. All right, trying to chip out. Yeah, you're plus there. That's the thing about that super. It eats your entire meter, and then you're still down frames.
Right. Your plus there is kind of underselling how in good of a situation you are.
Yeah. No, that's like... Rao in some matchups is actually not a thing you particularly want to get to quickly because as good as the DP and the buttons are, it does limit Zappa's moveset more than almost any other summoner.
True.
But Rao with 50% is just like, I don't care who you are. Like, you are about to hold this.
Yeah, it's like the rage drive in Tekken. Like, I have a good option. I have a good option, period. That's the whole trick. All right. But, oh, my God. 3 times?
Yeah, Potemkin round in progress. I like to command grab, and then just wait. Catch him again. All right, Gravy Jones goes up. Not going to be deterred from this air game plan, that is for sure.
Oh, absolutely not.
Sticking with what got Gravy Jones here. This is final game, by the way. Losers finals.
Yeah,
Paddle on that point.
Yeah,
I face the burst.
On the other side here.
Oh,
my gosh.
I don't want to deal with that mix. Nice confirm. Oh, didn't tech the OTG. That's really bad. Yep. Immediately P-busted, and now you're in the mix. All right, nice jump out. Wow. Again?
Oh my God. It actually got through as well.
Bad hit skill.
No.
Wow. What? You know when the commentators just say, oh God, a lot? Like, we're just like, how do I call this sequence?
Yeah.
I watched it and I can't unwatch it.
Yeah, that dude threw his whole body at an electric wall from the most giant man in esports and won.
Yet again, we are on final game, final round. Loser goes on to grand finals, challenge Blitz.
Oh, this is a hard start as well because there's no burst on the paddle side either. Oh, doesn't bait it out there. And uses the 5K again to go over the hammerfall.
Okay, I like that. Instead of trying to play the guessing game by letting hammerfall connect, gravyjones just backdashes, says you can't do anything if you whiff that. That makes that FRC timing a lot harder. And paddle has so much gear to work with here. Doesn't RC that, interestingly enough, but just dead angles, all right? Nice, very good. You the dog. Yep, the sandwich is in. The paddle is going to struggle to get burst back before this ends. This is going to be real close. Like that Potemkin life bar. There it is. Okay.
Oh, and got the gold burst as well.
Oh, God.
Oh, my God. No.
Okay, Hammerfall wins. Holding. Dead angle. How long did that stay out, Bucko?
Yeah, like you just ran into it like your name was Charlie Brown.
Now the dog getting the sandwich. Up. Gravage was enough. He does, and that's going to do it. And ultimately, the switch to Potemkin just could not deal with dog in the long set. It literally, like, this is one of those where, like, the longer set truly made a difference because it just gave gravyjones more chances to get dog out, and Potemkin just does not have an answer. There is not one. If Potemkin is sandwiched by that dog, you either hold it or you spin, meter, or burst. Those are your options. Like, Zappa players don't have to overextend there. They just do the block string. They're like, this is pretty cool.
Right. And I feel like in that last match that we had there, Paddle did not have burst in the dog situation.
Yeah.
And so I was like free for gravyjones to like not even worry about it and just do it until it became a problem.
Yeah, 100%. Just really, really good situational awareness. Goes, all right, there's a minimal amount of resources I have to account for. I'm just going to run this as long as I can get away with it. So good stuff there. And good stuff to all of you. There are 3 codes left. I know you can click the button 3 more times. I believe in what you got here, Chad.
Yeah.
Clear out those last 3 Matcherino codes.
It's time for top 3, and it's time for the final 3 in terms of codes. Make sure you finish it off, y'all. You are so close. You can do it. I knew you could do it. Now you have to be able to close it out and don't make me a liar.
Right. So, yeah, we're going to have a run back here in grand finals. What does gravyjones have to do? Because they could not get momentum in that first set against Blitz. What's the game plan? Where do you look to adjust and try and make this actually fall your way if you're gravyjones?
Yeah, I think in my head is that, we've seen a lot of gravyjones' strength is being able to go out, get the summons, and trap the opponent, who, for the most part, looking at the path to get here, has played mostly players or characters that don't exactly have the same level of movement as someone like Milia, because we had like ChemicalJade earlier. You can only do so much about that, for example.
Definitely.
And like Paddle, who I think. Who did Paddle play earlier? I think that was a soul match, if I remember correctly.
Yeah,
I
believe you're correct.
Yeah, so there's so much limitation there. They mostly depended on DPs in that regard. And then it was Blitz, just like, oh, you're just moving way too much. And then we're back to like Dizzy was like oh no, you didn't even play Dizzy. So yeah, so it's like, I think it's just a matter of what can you do against someone who has very, very high mobility? And I think the answer kind of is just like stay out for a little bit longer and be kind of more comfortable with it. Because I think gravyjones wants to get in so badly, start getting hit by 6P and stuff like that at the end of the winner's final match. So it's just like, maybe you just buy yourself time, watch the opponent a little bit more, and see if you can find, like, spend that time to find when can I actually go in when they don't have pin. And I think
definitely.
That's a huge one.
Yeah, you have to accept, like, you're not outmaneuvering Milia in this matchup, so you're going to have to kind of pick your spots, be a little bit more reserved until you get exactly this is what I like to see. Like, didn't overcommit, and it's like a summons out, okay, now I play. Nice challenge there on the run-up throw. Wow, Iron Savior just hits.
Just raw. No FRCs, no nothing.
Yup. Throw, gonna get the knockdown. No burst. Kind of surprised. Okay, well, all right. See, I'm a prophet. I'm a genius.
Yeah, you did it. You're a brain genius.
I literally reversed the meme. Oh no.
Now the dog's out in the field here, feeling like the ultimate genius.
Oh no. Roll throw. It's worked for 22 years. Why would it ever stop?
Yeah, it's a good situation for a reason here, and just, yeah, gravyjones is getting the ghost and has an opportunity to, like, maybe leave if they can block the next mix-up, but, you know, Blitz is just, once again, seems so much of the game, just does not seem perturbed at the fact that gravyjones is existing with a summon.
Yeah. You know, hairpin, the great equalizer, as it is in most matchups. Oh, God. Oh, no. Foamy bursts are not what we need right now.
Yeah, that's unfortunate there. Just
Okay. Immediately drift. Not gonna be able to pick up the pin right this second. Smart. Oh, mispicking the pin. Okay, that's not insignificant. Okay, does have it back, but wow, able to roll out there. That's,
yeah, a Barre match like roll almost. That was like first frame done.
Not a bad idea. I mean, the combo's either going to drop and then you're going to sit there and block more, or if you know, happen to guess the right point. But right now, pretty good control for gravyjones. Got the curse on, got a life lead. Unsummons the ghost. Interesting.
All
right, well, they're back.
Curious about that. Yeah.
I'm going back. Because yeah, this is kind of what you want if you're gravyjones. Just like, I can just play safe. Get sniped by a sweep, get sniped by hairpin for a full conversion.
That was like right off the backdash too. That's the crazy part.
Yeah. Okay, here's Secret Guard. Oh, wakes up and just doesn't block. I might have been trying to wake up backdash. Not sure.
Yeah, but I think we saw with the ghost there a little bit earlier. It's like, okay, I have ghost on the ground and Blitz blocked, and gravyjones instead went right back in, and Blitz just immediately took advantage of that.
Yeah, 100%.
I think it's just like, yeah, buying a little bit more time, watching a little bit more, try not to overburden your brain from, like, you know, all sorts of different options might be a good idea to kind of slow down the pace of the matchup and make Blitz move forward, and maybe you get to counterplay that a little bit stronger, because I think he's still good.
Yeah, you're going to have to make some, like, you have to snipe Milia. That's just kind of the way of the game with a character with this much mobility. You're going to have to put stuff out in space and hope that you can get her to run into it, because Milia is going to move around. Like, very rarely is Milia just going to sit and do nothing. So you have, just like that, like, just occupy some space, see if you can get them to swing in. And now you got a pretty good situation. You got sword, you got corner, no burst on deck for Blitz, no meter to dead angle. Nice. Wow. Just snipes right through the roll. Really good. Hairpin. Need to chase down. Yep.
Blitz is ready. Yeah, Blitz is so clean at keeping up with everything, and just those small tech chase situations are so good. Ooh, actually blocks the crossover into the corner this time, though. gravyjones has seen enough.
Yep. Blocked the cross up, and the dog was there, but it whipped and then immediately got thrown. Okay, corner with ghost.
Oh my god. Blitz.
That might have been a case of trying to get a little too creative. Go up and try and get. I get the idea. It was go up, do the overhead, get the last orb, summon Rao, murder. Like I could see the game plan, but at the same time, it's like you have ghosts in the corner and there's no burst on deck. You gotta at least make them think they can, you know, have to wake up and block for once.
Yeah. Take one of those small little advantages that you can, and maybe that's, you know, to add to what we were talking about earlier. Maybe that's something that gravyjones has to focus on a little bit more. Is say, all right, here's the overarching situation, and instead of me just, you know, running the best mix possible to open up my opponent, it's just like, I'm in a good position. I can have a little bit of time. I can do something different here.
Yeah, you know, you can overextend on offense even when you were at advantage. And that's one of those cases with, like, slightly more reserve might have got us somewhere. But you got sword, you got some room to work with here. A lot of resources on deck for both players here. So yep.
Yeah, there we go.
You're not bursting that.
No.
I mean, you can.
You
certainly can. You're not going to like the result.
Yeah. Yeah, that was actually gravyjones actually dashing under the disc as well. So when Blitz jumped up into the air, just was free to actually start attacking once Blitz landed. That was so smart.
Yeah. All right, tech very nice. Oh, yep. Nope, it's out. First break disc does not care. Once it's out, it's out. No matter
what you do whatever you want.
Wow, just too either. You know, it's impossible to tell if those were drops, if those were resets, if those were setups, but either way, gravyjones got, and Blitz is already on Burst Limit Season 3 point.
God, yeah, Blitz is just really running through this. Like, there's just, I mean, it's a big thing of, like, yeah, there's not a lot of Milia players out there, sure, but there's just no one like Blitz. Like, period, play style, experience. just Blitz just plays around people so well because they've just seen everything. I mean, I would say the only, well, not only other player, obviously, but one of the players who I think is the closest to that playstyle is Skeleton Minion, who's experienced everything from the eyes of ABBA, and it's like, cool, I kind of know generally what you want to react with in any given situation, and I'm playing around those expectations.
Yeah, definitely. Knowledge checks are still a thing in Guilty Gear and will remain for a long time, but if you've passed most of them once, then that's a huge bonus to have in your back pocket. You know, like we saw earlier with that, I'm going to roll out of this dog combo if you drop it. Like, right. Stuff like that. You know, your average player, you're not thinking about doing that. You're thinking about, like, okay, what do I do to get out of this dog nonsense?
Like, when does it end? And if it ends, I'm going to react jump. It's like, no, you can't react. You just have to know.
Okay. D or the air dash doesn't hit. Jump. All right. Gravy Jones. Give credit where credit is due. Gravy Jones has not folded and just been like, well, I got to win 3 straight and then 3 more. And like, the effort is still there. We're still trying to grind this out.
Yeah, air throws are still being on point
very
well. So the sword game is extremely strong. And yeah, like you said, just kind of pressing the buttons.
Blitz is using a lot of roll, and so, ooh, okay, all right. Cool. Yeah, you take those. And you got the dog in the corner.
Cool. Yeah.
Man, happy birthday. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm so proud of you, Gravy Jones.
All right. Resets. No OTG summon. Interesting. Nice block. Good dead angle. Okay. Doesn't OTG, but you get the summon out. That's a matter. Gold burst. Okay. Rip. Oh, no. Gold burst. All right. We're looking good. I don't think that overhead is hit once this set, but Gravy Jones real close to getting on the board here finally. Okay, gets grip. Now it's just the goal is don't panic. You have plenty of life. You have a crowd to give. You don't want to, but and there you go. Nice.
Oh, that was good. Yeah, great use of the FRC there to get that quick overhead and even catches someone like Blitz off guard.
So yeah, okay, Gravy Jones alive. No, not done here yet. If you're not mashing those match arena codes, we're going to yell at you. I'm just going to tell you that right now. Those things better be gone before we crown a Burst Limit Season 3 champion.
Yeah, we are literally there. So if I look over there and I see numbers by the time this is over, ooh, you are going to get an earful.
Right. All right. Gravy Jones, the confidence is there. All right.
Ooh.
Yep. Swords out. Pins on the ground. All right, is able to pick it up. So nice FRC. Calls out the movement. Yep, just controlling space.
Yep. I'm starting to see some goes a little bit more here as well. Like, yeah, you said controlling space, playing more patient, but ooh, this is going to be a hard one to deal with.
Yeah, now no burst. Just going to have a look. Nice, good patience in the dead angle. Gets out of it. All right, we're seeing adjustments get made. Gravy Jones is adjusting. Oh, went for the it's nice. You're only going to block so many, man. Like, I don't care who you are.
You're still human.
Wow, what a clash. Baits the burst, okay.
Oh, tries to jump in to get the sandwich, and Blitz was ready for it. No!
Oh, the panic burst. Oh, that feels so bad. That feels so bad. So close to, like, really wrangling the momentum completely in the set. All right, but immediately gets the cross-up, going back in. All right, oh, nope. This is where you want to be.
Good here. All right, doesn't roll off this time as well.
Nice FD to jump out, snipes the dog with the hairpin, but immediately dead angled. All right, Gravy Jones got plenty of work with it. Yep, catches on the overhead, catches the roll. Very, very smart. Blaze Blue style tech roll trapping.
Yeah, that was
really smart.
Yeah, this is the second time we've seen this in the set too, and it's like Gravy Jones is starting to add like these little bits and things here. I think Blitz is just not ready for it because got caught by it both times. It's unseeable basically. So
yeah, 100%. But unfortunately, that early whiff burst really hurts right now because it's going to be well when Gravy Jones gets it back. Okay. Whereas Blitz is going to have his back here almost any second.
Right.
They scored out, snipe, nice air throw.
Oh, tries to keep it first safe against the dog.
Yeah, snipe the dog, and Gravy Jones didn't have room to backdash or anything because it was already active, and now Blitz on the verge. Blitz going to be able to close this out, be your Burst Limit Season 3 champion. One more mix, and goes low on the cross-up, and that's going to do it. Burst came back just as the round ended, so that last-second panic burst in the second round comes back to bite Gravy Jones. And Blitz Season 3 burst limit champion after over 2 months of grinding it out. Good showing by everyone. Really good adjustments there by gravyjones. Did not just roll over and die when things were looking really rough. So props to them. But congratulations to Blitz. Going to take this one home.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a big thing that you mentioned earlier in the losers finals where the long set actually made it so that gravyjones could adapt and learn and everything like that. And I think that's just one thing that's a little bit undersold from sometimes, you know, some of these characters who are a little bit stronger as well. But someone specific like gravyjones who's, yeah, they have really good setups and everything like that, and that's like a lot where their outward strength lies, but they are extremely good at adapting and trying stuff and just kind of putting puzzle pieces together. And I love that about their play in these longer sets because that really started to come to light to say, yeah, no, they can really keep up with the best. It's just they just need a little bit of time to learn everything, and it just really shown really well here.
Yeah, adjustment's always the name of the game in any fighting game, and it's tough in a game, a legacy game like this, where adjustments also demand your execution stays on point, and things are going to happen real fast in this game, so your adjustments also have to happen really fast, and that's what separates, you know, the truly great players from the good ones, is that ability to adjust and adapt on the fly, because I don't care how many times you played someone or how many times you know a matchup, you never know when some +R stuff is going to happen. And you're going to have to you're going to have to brace yourself up a little bit and be like, all right, let's recalibrate. What do we do about this? So, yeah, really good stuff all around. Just good sets all night. Like, tons of back and forth tonight.
Yeah. And, you know, one thing that was a back and forth tonight was trying to get you all to use the match arena codes. And what you gave back to me is all the codes being used. Thank you so much, community, for making sure that happens. And I want to also give an additional shout out and thanks for Junk Food Arcades. They're giving additional prizes and $100 into this +R pot as well for the finale. So they have been absolutely wonderful in supporting us the entire 2 to 3 months that we've been running this, and they've been absolutely excellent. I'm sure they'll continue to support us in the future because I know there'll be the offline event as well. But as a reminder to you all who might be sitting there like, well, I guess that's it for +R for the rest of the year. No, that's where you're wrong. We have one more set of brackets on November 13th and 14th for BlazBlue and +R respectively. So BlazBlue on the 13th, +R on the 14th. Then there'll be a short break, and then the week of the 27th, we're back at it again, baby. Season 4 is here with more BlazBlue and +R. I believe they're going to be run on the respective days they've already been running on at the same time. So Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern for BlazBlue and Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern for +R. But do not take this as fact. If it changes, you did not hear it from me. I said nothing.
This was not recorded. It was not said on the internet. You don't know what you're talking about. 100%. But yeah, no, plenty left to go this year, and people are going to be grinding. Like, it may seem like it's a ways off. Like, Frosty Fausting is around the corner, man.
Ooh,
like,
yeah.
It is grind time. Got to get ready for the premier Guilty Gear event in North America. So everybody's going to be working, grinding, getting ready for that. So yeah, stick around for more stuff from Boston Bluebeat. Again, thank you to all of them for putting on these streams every week, running all of this stuff, streaming. This is, if you've never actually streamed, let alone TO'd and streamed at the same time, like, the reason we say streaming is a blow up because it is. It happens all the time. So give lots of love to the Boston Bluebeat crew. This is not an easy thing to do, especially not week after week, night after night, and getting at it and making sure they put on a good show for y'all.
So with that said, Wheel, do you want to wheel us out with any sort of final words? You always like that. Yeah, I'm good, boss. See you later. Oh, they can't hear you, so we're just talking to ourselves anyway. Yeah, well, as a quick reminder, if you happen to be in the Boston area on November 18th, whether you live there or are visiting there or whatnot, that will be their next offline monthly. They're going to be having BlazBlue CF, Guilty Gear Strive, Xrd, Sailor Moon, and with the addition of Tekken 7, thanks to Traveling Controller as well. So check it out. The signups are at Balance Patch. They'll open at 2 p.m. First bracket's at 4 p.m., so you have plenty of time to get there. Exclamation point monthly to sign up. Once again, also powered by Junk Food Arcades. Much love to them as always. Hopefully you get to check out their snack spot controllers as well, because they are absolutely a snack.
Absolutely. Yeah, really good controllers used by tons of players now. You see them at every single event. and they fit in your pocket. And trust me, as someone who uses big ass arcade sticks for his entire career, holding that while you're just standing around waiting for pools is that's a thing. And keep your hands and your arms nice and loose, everybody. So yeah, thank you again for the sponsorship from Junk Food Arcades, and thank you to all of you for watching. Seriously, thanks for hanging out with us, watching some good ass plus R. Definitely appreciate it. We're looking forward to seeing y'all back as we get back to it here in the coming weeks.
Yep, absolutely. So we'll be going over to New Head FGC as well to party a little bit more with some cool fighting games. So we'll see you all over there. And as for us, we'll be calling it a night. Thank you again for joining us, and we will see you all next time, which will be in about a week from now.